it all. Wendy, man.
Girl, you were scandalous and I loved it.
Your show is the best show on the air.
The Wendy Williams Experience. And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
What your ears are about to witness, the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house.
Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this
Representing
from west to east.
Just ready to get it right.
Y'all know the name.
Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while. I hate to brag, but
Ain't nobody
it is phenomenal.
like
the queen.
right here.
Who the world is this? So much drama. From yo block to yo block. Heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Every barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is this? So much
Again and again. Wendy Williams, bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death. In the show, no.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you. The winner of the Game Shoes of the Year Award.
Once again.
Introducing the queen.
Oh! And away we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience, where it all goes down for the next 4 hours. I'm glad you guys are here. So, during Advice Hour today, I already have a couple of things that I want to address in line. First of all, I got some great websites for you to go to. I know when Halloween comes around, some people get really caught up and they're throwing parties and looking for special costumes and whatnot. I have about 6 websites that'll really help you out in getting your party or your costume together. Also, I got this letter from a woman who's been married for 6 years, and she makes over $100,000, but there's a problem, and I'm going to tell her she should have never married him to begin with. But the drama unfolds next hour for Advice Hour. Also, this couple, they've been together for 3 years. They're talking about marriage, but one of them can't have children. So I'm being asked, well, what to do. So we'll talk about that as well as whatever's going on in your life. You know, I got a wide open phone. Of course, the fax machine is full of paper, and I believe it's working today at 866-WENDY-FAX. We have company coming in today. The singer Life. Yeah, he did 10 years in the pen. Now he's out. He's doing music, and we'll talk to him. Must be nice. Or is that must be life? Anyway, he'll explain. He's coming in. We'll gossip about the celebrities, Oprah, Cameron, Joss Stone, Meshach Taylor, and whatnot. All right? So keep it where you got it, everybody. And remember, it is what it is. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Down the NYC.
Listen, Wendy.
Yes?
I think you have to put on that recording of your saying that word. I think it's necessary. Fire!
Daddy!
Oh, we love that, Wendy. I'm on fire.
It's Wendy, man. The Wendy Williams Experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Oh! Ow! Hey, everybody. I was good for 10, both Saturday and Sunday night. Yeah, 10 hours of sleep. I feel relatively refreshed. How are you all feeling today? Hopefully fine. I'm looking forward to Life coming in today because he served 10 years in jail, supposedly for arson. I want to know what he set on fire and why. And I understand his former manager is his baby's is his baby's mother. Why'd she get fired? Did he ever plan on marrying her? Remember the blackout in New York in 2003? He sang in the streets, you know, for people, which I think is great. A bunch of stuff. Must be life. Or is that what must be nice? Must be life? I don't know. I'll ask him when he gets here. But, and that's the only song I know from him. He's kind of comes from the essence of the Dirty Backpack. So it'll be fun having him in here to chat with him and stuff, Let's go to the telephone and see who's all talking. Goose, how do you feel today?
Oh, I'm cool. I'm good.
866-GET-WENDY.
How was Philly?
Oh, Philly was nice. I was there on Friday night. I hosted a party at Pinnacle Nightclub. It was a Bud Select party. And then I'm going back to Philly, actually. This coming Friday is Powerhouse.
Oh.
With Jay-Z and friends from my Philly radio station, Power 99. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Wendy?
Hi, how are you?
I'm cool. It's me, Jamal from Roselle.
Hi, Jamal.
Hey, yo, Wendy, I'm Howard University alumni, and I was actually down in Howard this past weekend with that whole Cameron thing.
Okay, so what were people all talking about?
You know what? It's crazy, Wendy, because if anybody don't know about DC is straight hood. You know what I mean? And with the one club that he was leaving from, which is H2O, which is by the waterfront.
Right.
He was on his way to this club called Love, which used to be called Dream.
Okay.
And Love is in the hood, straight up hood. And allegedly what happened was it was him and I think about maybe like 3 or 4 fleets of cars who were all driving. And what happened was he had to pull off to the side of the road because the other cars behind him didn't catch the light.
Oh, wow.
So when he pulled off on the side of the road, a van pulled up right next to him.
Damn.
Was obviously watching him, pulled up on him, and was like, yo, give up the Lamborghini. And he didn't. So he sped off, and they shot through the car like a couple of times, and they shot him twice in the arm.
Wow.
And it's crazy out there. It was crazy the whole weekend. And some of my friends who were in D.C., they told me, like, a couple of people got jacked out there.
Wow.
So, like, I'm telling people.
Please, I used to live on Sherman Avenue.
Oh, get out of here. I used to live on Upshur Street.
Right. I was going to say, right up the street from Upshur.
Yeah.
And I lived on a ground floor apartment. Like a week after I moved, the person who actually started renting the apartment, once I moved back, to work radio in New York, they pushed through the air conditioner and robbed the apartment. But I used to be scared to death.
Wow. Well, D.C. ain't really changed. I mean, they're trying to, do that urban renewal out there, but
whatever.
The hood element is still there.
Yes, that's why people in D.C. generally they work in D.C., but they live in Virginia or they live in Maryland.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, and from what I understand, it was one shot, though, and it just went through from one arm to the other.
From one arm to the other. Yeah, but from what I heard, they sprayed the car up. And another crazy thing, Wendy, is that I actually saw him in the drive-thru of the Wendy's, like on New York Avenue at 5 in the morning the day before.
Was he with anybody in the car?
No, actually, he had a whole brigade of people behind him. He travels solo, usually, but he had a whole brigade of people behind him.
Well, solo is one thing, but with the brigade, that means he was with a bunch of people. But damn, it happened that quick. And so none of the people sped through the light to try to chase the van that was doing the shooting?
You would think so, but I guess everybody was just like, yo, what's going on?
Wow.
That. But they actually said cops are still looking for the people. They recovered the van.
8 million stories. They'll never find them.
They recovered the van, but they didn't find the people.
Wow.
Well, take care, Wendy.
You too.
All right.
Bye, Jamal.
Later.
Mm-hmm. Hello. Hi. You're on the radio.
Yeah, welcome back to my boy Ian.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's Goose's government name. Damn you.
Shout out to Shaylin.
Wow, one of our interns.
Yeah, and shout out to all the folks who miss the tape phone calls.
Oh, yeah. Do you miss the tape phone calls? Oh, no, he hung up. I wonder why he misses the tape phone calls. Hello? It's more spontaneous this way. I'll tell you what I do miss about the tape phone calls is that when I pick up the phone, I never know what I'm going to get. And a lot of you all spend a lot of time saying, I listen every day, which I love hearing that. But I wish that you could say that like in 1 second and then use the rest of the time to get to your point. Hey.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
I have something to tell you. It is off the subject of Cameron.
No, we can talk about whatever, yeah.
Okay. It's actually about 50 Cent.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever read the book called Homo Thug.
I have.
Okay, do you think they're talking about 50?
No opinion.
Okay, because in his movie that's coming out, he say an exact same quote that's in the book.
Oh, wow. Well, you are a real readnista.
Yes.
What is the quote?
When they're like in the store and he say, the first thing you do is shoot somebody. I told you not to shoot nobody.
Okay. All right.
If you go back to the book, then
no, I'm not going back to the book. It's really not that important to me. And for the record, nothing would surprise me at this point. Nothing at all.
Okay, I just look at them different. They're like, ew.
Well, I look at him the same way from when he came on the scene, through reading the book, and now.
Ew.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, it's not really ew. It's just, more like, ooh. Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
fine, Wendy.
Good.
Life, you have to listen to Life's album. It's great.
Okay.
And it's like telling the story throughout the album.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to ask him, is the story about his baby's mom?
Okay, well, yeah, because I'm going to ask him about her being the former manager, and then, we'll get into it that way.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, thanks, Wendy.
Thank you for calling.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yep, Life will be here in 2 hours. Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How are you, darling?
I'm doing fine. I was just getting ready to give the results of today's People Poll question.
Oh, really?
Well,
what is it?
Well, the one from Friday actually was, were your children conceived after marriage? And 30% of people who participated said yes, and 70% said no. Yeah, 70% said their kids were conceived before marriage. And now the new People Poll question, and you can go to thewendywilliamsexperience.com.
Okay.
Did your parents talk to you about sex?
Yes.
I will say no. No. Yeah. You kind of learn, from the fast girls in school. Right?
But I wanted to let you know, when this is Shay.
Hey, Shay.
From Harlem. And Wendy, you are one crazy bumpkin. You know that? You are Chef Boyardee, Betty Crocker, Susie Homemaker, all thrown up in one.
Thank you, Shay.
You killed me with those beans, pot of beans, and sewing a jacket, lining, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You're crazy, Wendy. You know that?
I love doing that kind of stuff. It's like therapy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Wendy, with your bad stuff.
Well, Shay, I do what I can. I mean, you should see my stitch. It's really very, very basic. Stitch 1, pull. Stitch 2, pull. But, I did the lining.
But you know what? You make it happen, right?
Yep.
Yep. That's good. I love you, Wendy.
Thanks. Hey, Shay, one thing. Do you watch Desperate Housewives?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I missed last week, and I was in and out of fixing the lining last night during the show. I'm trying to figure out, okay, so the man in the basement is apparently the son of Betty.
Right.
And he's a little slow, and he killed someone.
Right, correct.
And she's been having him locked away because she knows that the right thing to do is to call the authorities, but she's been having a war in her head as to whether to do it or not.
And she's crazy, too.
Yeah, she's crazy. The son's crazy. Okay.
Yep.
I'm ready for them, by the way, to vacate Wisteria Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that plot line is
getting boring now.
Very boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you watch Grey's Anatomy?
No, but my coworker does. She said it is hot. That's a hot show, she said.
My sister got me into that 2 weeks ago when she was here. So last night I called her up and I was talking to her, and Grey's Anatomy was on. I didn't watch it as much as I was talking, but that's a show worth checking out.
Yeah,
it seems
I'm quite sure I'm going to check it out too.
Yeah. All right,
okay.
Shay.
Hey, Wendy, do me a favor.
What's that?
Give Mark Jordan a hug for me.
Oh. All right.
Say Shay send it to you.
All right. Bye,
All
Shay.
Right? Thank you. Bye.
Bye. So, hello. Hi. You're on the radio. Hello.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm fine. This is Chantel.
Hi, Chantel.
I was just wondering, did you hear about Janet?
Janet and the well, I mean, Chico DeBarge came on the show, and so did Elle, and they pretty much co-signed with the whole Janet with the child thing. Chico was the most telling of all, and he had misty tears, and he had to throw his head back to wash the tears away. So, so Janet has a daughter. People have been in and out of that story since forever. I have no idea what is the big deal now, since, she's damn near a 40-year-old woman. I mean, back then, maybe what it was is, much like Brandy lying about being married to Robert, maybe they wanted to protect her sex appeal image. And, marriage is one thing, but a child just takes the sex appeal out. So,
but they think she's trying to have another baby, her and Jermaine Dupri.
Well, I wish her well.
She's too old.
Well, no, she's not. She's, people are still producing eggs until 45 these days. Girls get their period at 8 and produce eggs until they're 45 or 50.
But she is getting fatter.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's baby fat. I think that's, too much eating. But, she's got a great team of plastic surgeons, and she's got a good colon therapist. And she does do a workout regimen, so she'll probably be able to snap back. Or maybe she's at the point in her life where, family means most. She's probably doing a lot of regretting about the, invisible daughter, Renee. And, well, we'll have to wait and see what happens.
All right, Wendy. I just want to say I love the show.
Thank you for calling. All right, bye-bye. Everybody, we'll be back. Keep it where you got it.
It's Wendy, man. George Bush doesn't care about black people. And George Bush doesn't care about Wendy Williams.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Wow. All righty, everybody. It's 107.5. They're so dramatic, those commercials aren't they? Those public service announcements. Whew. It's 107.5 WBLS, the Wendy Williams Experience, at 26 minutes after 2 o'clock on a, well, less than beautiful Monday, but hell, we could be in Florida. Do you know what I mean? So, oh, you know what? Shout out to Stephanie Cohen and her husband, Ben, at Benjamin Rug and Home Imports in Secaucus, New Jersey. I love them. They have such great stuff. Have you guys stopped by there yet? They tricked out Steve Harvey's office. He wanted the Moroccan theme. And so it's really nice. The red walls and nice Moroccan-esque type of rug. They have beautiful rugs at Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. And then he didn't even want desks in his office. It's like a whole lounge full of like really nice quality leather furniture with the round bolsters and you know, beautiful, you know, heavy ornate candle holders and whatnot. You know, it's how Harvey wanted it. And they were able to accommodate him. So shout out to Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. My office, I'm tweaking the pink in the new office, and then I've seen pictures of all the different stuff that I ordered. I can't wait for it to be done. Right now we're still working out of boxes in the old office, but you know, and then our boss Dion Livingston's office looks really nice also. It looks like a boss's office, okay? I can't really, you know, jazz up the description much to you. You know, the brown, you know.
Corporate.
Yeah, corporate. But the thing is that they can do it all for you. And they've got designers that work, or excuse me, home interior decorators that work within there. So if you're at a loss, I know they did 3 different looks here at the radio station. Steve's Pimp Moroccan room, Dion's, you know, corporate tight room, you know, his office, and then mine, you know, the pink with it's gonna animal prints, all fluff, just beautiful, you know. It's not put together yet, but it will be, and then I'm gonna put pictures of it on the website of, you know, the infamous pink room. Anyway, so where am I going with this? Oh, let me talk to you about LA Weight Loss, and I wanted to give you two new locations that they have. Actually, they have a bunch of locations with grand openings coming up. First of all, LA Weight Loss, I do have to say thank you very much, 1-800-448-TRIM. Thank you very much for helping me to lose 17 pounds, 15 of which I've kept off for a year and a half. I love that. I love that about them. I'm on the LA weight loss lifestyle. I will never gain this weight back again. And, you know, I mean that in my heart, but the more I say it publicly, the more I know I'll get the nanny poo-poo if I do. And I don't want that from you, so therefore I won't. It's really amazing, like once you put it out there, you can't. Otherwise, you look like a straight jack behind. You know what I mean? And I refuse. So, yeah, I'm saying it. I will never put that weight back on again. No way. Thank you, LA Weight Loss, for teaching me a lifestyle that allows me to eat what I want and keep the weight off. What you need to know about LA Weight Loss is that they specialize in one-on-one weight loss counselors. This is one of the best things that could happen in terms of weight loss, and no other weight loss program offers this. It's your chance to not just hook up with them at an affordable price, but they give you a weight loss counselor at your beck and call. Ring, ring, ring. Hello, I'm in a weight loss stumbling block, or, you know, I want to celebrate my successes with you. Hell, you know, I want to come by and see you. Okay, I can't come by and see you. I want to talk to you on the phone. I need some therapy. That's the beauty of LA Weight Loss, one of the many things that LA Weight Loss has to offer that other weight loss programs don't. Call them today and find out more. 1-800-448-TRIM, 1-800-448-TRIM. Now, I want you to know that there are over 600 LA Weight Loss centers throughout the United States. There are a bunch of them popping up in the New York metro area. On the 24th of this month, which is today, we welcome the Bayshore, Long Island one on 605 Main Street. Congratulations. They just opened the center. They're part of the LA Weight Loss family. When I used to go, I'd go to the one on Lexington Avenue in Manhattan, like in the 30s. But there's a new one that just opened up in Manhattan as of today. Lower Manhattan. It's on 125 Maiden Street. Okay? And then there's, on the 28th of this month, there's a new one in Wayne, New Jersey at 1160 Hamburg Turnpike. There's a new one in Mount Kisco, New York on the 28th on North Bedford Road. On the 28th of this month, there's a new one opening in Staten Island on Richmond Avenue. And there's a new one opening at Mohegan Lake. Where is that? That's way upstate?
Yeah, Peaceville, Westchester County.
Okay, well, that's on East Main Street if you're interested. Okay, so there you go. Whole bunch of grand openings. They really got things moving, LA Weight Loss. This hour of the show, by the way, is sponsored by MasterCard. When you carry MasterCard, you carry clout. That's what they used to say back in the 70s. That's the tagline that I remember as a kid. Did you hear about this this guy who says that he wants a longer term in prison, and it's all because of Larry Bird? Well, his lawyers reached a plea agreement last week for a 30-year term for a man he was accused of shooting with intent to kill and rob. His name is Eric Torpy, and he wants his prison term to match Larry Bird's number. His jersey number was 33. So he doesn't want 30 years. He wants 33 years, doggone it. Give me 3 more years, because I'm crazy. He said he was 33 years. Can you believe that? Never heard anything like that. That's absolutely nuts. Michael Jordan's regretting gambling, saying, he did a lot of stupid stuff, but he never jeopardized his family or his livelihood. But, did you see that report on 60 Minutes last weekend? But you know what? The one thing that I could understand is that he said he's a competitor by nature. So, when he's down, he's got to bring it back up, that competitive thing. And the fact that he wasn't hurting his family, financially or anything, I guess he didn't really, wasn't equating right now that, wasn't necessarily the best thing. He says it's very embarrassing. One of the things you totally regret, so you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I was stupid. Yeah, but you recovered. You recovered. And he has a new book out, or it's about to come out. It's called Driven from Within. So that's by Michael Jordan. Look for that in bookstores. I would imagine within the next 30 days. Driven from Within. Keep that in mind. Okay, you guys, we're going to press on. Actually, are there some phone calls?
Oh, yeah.
I'll talk to some people. Sure. Hello. Hi, it's Wendy. You're on the radio.
Hi, yes, I'm calling because everything that's being said there sounds very familiar, and I wanted to know if Wendy was aware of how much of her material was being used by another DJ.
Well, every state want to dress like, want to act like, style stealing, clone ass, biting ass. Hey, listen, it's good to be the queen. And I thank you all for listening.
Okay.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello?
And I thank you all for listening.
Hello?
Okay. All right. Take care.
All right. Yeah. Forget it. She, or he stuck with the radio up. Hello?
Hi, Wendy.
Hi. How are you?
Good. I know it's not advice hour yet, but I have plans for some advice.
Okay.
Okay. I met this guy about in 2003. And we went out for like a few times, and then we stopped talking. And then I ran into him again this year. And we've been kind of seeing each other for a while. But he has a side hustle that I really don't like. But lately it's kind of been getting in the way more.
What's the side hustle?
He has this girl that dances for him.
Yeah, okay.
So,
like, you're really going to be able to put up with that once you fall in love.
But Wendy, what it is that I'm 23, no kids, own job, and he makes me feel all soft and pink. And a lot of women my age want to be so independent and strong, but when I'm with him, I don't feel that way.
Independent and strong?
And I feel independent and strong, but I feel like it's okay for me to be soft and pink and not as hard.
Well, that's fine. I mean, that's all a part of being in a relationship that you're comfortable in. That you're comfortable enough with the hard black you that has to roll the streets in the boardroom. But in a perfect world, the man that you're with, you shouldn't have to be hard and black. You'll be able to strip that down and for once have somebody else make a damn decision. Since you're making, if you're navigating your way through life, especially for a lot of women who are captains of industry. I mean, hell, we're making decisions all day telling people what to do. When we get home, it's nice to have somebody say, this is what I would like to. You don't have to think about anything.
Yeah,
however, I think a side hustle is going to get in the way of furthering your relationship. You're gonna start to wonder whether he's messing with this girl. He's gonna say, well, why are you trying to get in the way with it? When you met me, I had this side hustle. And so I think at 23 years old, it's too early for you to even be with somebody with any type of weirdness going on like that, whether it be children, whether it be being a drug dealer or a pimp or whatever you want to call it. I think you're selling yourself short at 23. Not to say that it makes it any better at 33, but at least at 33 you start to get up off some things like, okay, I'll date a man with kids. Damn. Yeah. I gotta roll out.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you. And we'll be back, everybody. It's 107.5 WBLS.
Every state want to be like, want to look like, want to act like, wanna dress like, wanna sound like, style stealing, clone ass, biting ass everywhere, non-reality scene.
Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey, and here we are. Advice hour, next hour. I can't wait. I got those Halloween websites. I don't know. Do you get into Halloween like that? It would be fun to have like a really cool Halloween party at your house. Have you ever been to a Halloween party at somebody's house where like you feel perfectly safe dressing up because you know nobody's gun in their police uniforms, a real gun or anything? I get a little sketchy about public Halloween parties just because all the kinds of things you can disguise as a costume, but the private ones are fun if they're done up right. Shout out to Will. Will says, Bill Cosby needs to fall back regarding the NBA dress code. Every time I see him, he's always sporting a sweatsuit or a t-shirt or some beat-up jeans. Yeah, Bill does know how to relax his dress code. Definitely true. Do we still have to talk about that, though? I was just reading responses. Gabrielle Union, she's from Nebraska. Do you know that she has one of the largest families in Nebraska and definitely one of the largest black families? Here's her quote. I'm actually from the largest black family in the state of Nebraska, and we have our own parade in downtown Omaha every year. Wow. Large country family. I didn't see Iman on Oprah last week, nor did I see any of the, after hour replays of it, but she's got a new book out. It's called The Beauty of Color. Her makeup line has been doing well since it first came out. She's still married to David Bowie, and that was the day that I believe they had Eva Mendes and Naomi Campbell on, and so on and so forth. Then she had a really fabulous launching party of this book last week in downtown Manhattan at Cipriani's. It was hosted by Naomi Campbell. But this is what Iman says. By the way, she does have a daughter who's 26 and a son who's 5, and she still looks fantastic. She says, you find Latin girls who are as dark as or darker than I am. So it wasn't a thing for me to come up with the colors. I think people just like to celebrate their own beauty now rather than be put into a box. Yeah. I like her makeup, the Iman makeup. So don't forget, that book is called The Beauty of Color. I wonder if it's a nice, big, like coffee table looking book. Hopefully it is. Joss Stone has a half brother who apparently did some time in prison, so she's talking about it now. Do you guys care? All right, I'll only take 15 seconds of your ear. Her half brother was apparently convicted of armed robbery, and she has a new album. It's called Mind, Body, and Soul, and the brother is 26, and they do share the same mother, not the same father. Well, he was released from prison last year. He had served 5 years for attempted armed robbery of a post office. So he went postal back in 2000. And at one point when he was locked down, he actually attempted to run away from the particular prison that he was in. But she says that she'll stand by her brother forever. So the good thing is that now that she's paid, he can have a job within her camp, since apparently the two of them are really close. And he's one of the inspirations to her career. Dear Wendy, oh boy, Mrs. Wellington. Oh, you slay me, Susie John. Dear Mrs. Wellington. Regarding the NBA dress code, many other professionals have dress codes. When one looks at old NBA games, players are always in suits. However, David Stern presents this policy in such a high school principal kind of way, and a bad one at that. If he enrolled his players into the NBA with the idea of presenting a more refined image instead of stuffing it down their throats in such a hostile manner, perhaps it would be better received. I personally think that David Stern is a little man with a big problem. I would love to see a new commissioner, one who would build a conscientious NBA as opposed to acting like a despot. P.S. Love the New York article. Love the description of your office. Vinnie Brown fixed that office up. Oh yeah. It was dank and dusty according to how but that's okay. They're investing millions of dollars in here, so it's going to be fixed up in no time at all, Susie John. And thank you very much. Susie John, I had no idea that you were the sportsman. You better work, Miss Susie John. I love you. Thank you so much for faxing in. They say Kelly Ripa is giving the people over at ABC, over there at the Regis and Kelly show, a hard time. I like her a whole lot. I couldn't imagine her giving. I mean, I could imagine giving people a hard time. But that's because she makes millions of dollars for so many different people. Why not? In addition, she's got the frustrations of, being married, being a mother of 3, popping out these kids under the scrutiny. She's way too thin. She's lost way too much weight. But somehow she manages to get it done. That sitcom. Her husband plays the gooch on the sitcom, but they say, she's got this 5-year deal that's worth $40 million, this Kelly Ripa does. And over at ABC, which is over at Columbus Circle here in Manhattan, she insists that a limo be parked outside the ABC studios all the time for her exclusive use. Well, they say that she rarely uses the car, and it's a $500 a day car, but her personal staff uses it. Sure, I need a salad. Take my car, it's sitting outside. Can you go downtown and pick up my shoes at the shoemaker, or go across town and, pick up my kid, or go pick up, the gooch out at the airport? Why not? $500 a day is nothing for what she's making for you all. It's a big deal. The people at the brass over there at ABC, here's the quote. They feel it's such a waste of money just having a car and a driver sitting there. They don't mind Kelly having a private limo, but it's for her, not her staff. Same difference. They feel as though she should be calling the car every time it has to be used, as opposed to it just sitting outside. Why? That's 20 minutes. We have to wait for a car to get someplace. If there's traffic, that's even more time. No. I bet you have a car sitting outside all the time for reads. Push, Kelly, push. Get every nickel that you are owed. While you do come on the same time as the Tyra Banks show now, and I'm back and forth with the two of you, I still love you. I remember you when you were a little chubbier and you played on All My Children. By the way, Kelly, you were never a fatso. You've really lost a lot of weight. It looks really, really bony. But I like your rap on the show. I like the whole thing. You got the kids. Your kids are as cute as I don't know what. And, you see her doing stuff with them on the weekend. She's schlepping in jeans and junk, little jacket. And she's got the kids. She only weighs 60 pounds herself. She's got one kid on one hip. She's holding the other one by the hand. And then the oldest, the son, the spitting image of Mark Consuelo, her husband. I love them as a family, the Ripa Consuelos. All right, you guys. I'm going to the fax machine for Advice Hour. I'll be hitting the phones, too. It's 866-WENDY-FAX, and you know the telephone number. Thanks.
Wendy, man.
You never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me, but talk about me. Why can't you say? That's all, baby girl. That's all I'm asking you is why not?
Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice Hour.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
Yay. Shout out to my friends Bill and Pete and everybody working hard for the money at Demetrio Furs on 30th Street in Manhattan. Delivery made successful. Thank you so much. I have a book cover shot for my third book that I'm taking tomorrow. Oh, okay. I'll actually be in disguise. You won't be able to tell it to me. I'm dressing as my leading lady, Ritz Hopper. She's fabulous. And so we're taking the cover shot tomorrow. And I needed one of my coats. And even though people say it's not fur season, I'm wearing a little fur jacket today because I rushed the season like that. And this little white man in the elevator, people just feel as though they can just say any old thing to you. But here's my philosophy. If you have the nerve to say it, I'm going to have the nerve to answer you any way I want. I won't tell you what he said because I don't want to tell you what my answer was. And I looked at him like, and what? I'm not swathed in, a full, just a little chubby jacket. It's 52 degrees. Okay, so it's not 30 degrees, but still. Yeah, I got to say something. So I had to say something, and he wasn't expecting it to. And I said mine with a screw face ice grill, and what? And it was an elevator full of people. And because I'm taller than everybody, I stood there. I just stood even taller after I said it. And what? I dare one of you to say one damn thing. Skeletor, who I work with, he was in the elevator too. He didn't know what to say, so he just faced forward and started scratching his lip. A habit that he's had for years when he gets nervous. He scratches his lip. What do you got there, Artie?
Some supplies.
Oh, nice. Never get high on your own supply.
I'm going to put the CDs in here from now on.
I like the organization. Very nice. Very nice, Arthur. All right.
I got your present.
Oh, I'll take it.
You sent extras.
More clipboards. Thank you, Art.
You sent extras.
I'm working on a project. FYI, this is what I like to use the clipboards for. And then we're going to get into advice. If you get yourself some just plain acrylic clipboards, the ones you can see through, and you drive a little nail in them, look what I'm saying, right? And you hang them, say you get 10 of them in a row, depending on how big your cubicle is or how big your office is. You hang them right next to each other. Now you can take your favorite pictures, right? And you put them like that. Therefore, you're not driving a new hole in the wall all the time. It's a nice way in your office to display pictures on a clipboard. And you can change them all the time.
And
that's all.
Not there.
Oh, thank you, Art. You're always doing something nice. What do you want? All right, let's get to advice. We'll go to the telephone. 866-GET-WENDY. Hello, hi.
Hi, Wendy. I need advice.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I don't think I could really say my name and stuff.
No.
I'm a temp on a job.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been here since May.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to do a criminal and background check.
Okay.
None of which I'm going to pass. So my question is, should I go to my boss and ask him?
Ask him
tell
what?
him? No, I'm sorry. Should I go to my boss and tell him before the background check comes back? Or should I just wait and play it by ear?
Okay, my knee-jerk reaction is to tell your boss, because if you're not ashamed of it, I don't care what you've done in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know we do a lot of judging on the show. Everybody deserves a second chance.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, it's so messed up that, you deserve a second chance, but it won't be here, depending on what it is.
Right.
Now let's talk about why you won't pass the criminal background check.
Because I have felonies, Wendy.
No, don't say it like I know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have felonies.
Okay, well, we haven't said your name, so how many felonies do you have?
Approximately 4.
Okay. And what were they for?
Various things.
Okay, come on.
The worst one was armed robbery.
Okay, I would fire you immediately. Everybody
Why?
deserves a shot, because I'd be nervous.
But I've already been here 5 months. I ain't robbed nobody.
Not long enough. All right, tell me what the other ones are for.
Just little, I'm an ex-offender, so I have some little possession charges.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they all 10 years, they all over 10 years old.
Oh, and the armed robbery, can we just talk about that for a minute, Cleo? What did you arm rob?
Well, Wendy, I really don't want to talk about it. People know me out there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, did you do time? Did you do time?
Yeah.
How much time?
3 to 9.
And so now you're out? Are you still on probation?
No, I'm finished with everything.
Oh.
I went back to college. I had a baby, got married.
Oh, wait, no, freeze.
Good.
Okay, good. This is what I needed to hear more of. You know what? You're a model worker.
Right.
I would keep you.
All right. I'm just so nervous because now my secret is going to be exposed.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I got 3 other people in the room besides me. Raise your hand if you would let her go. Raise your hand if you'd keep her. Art? All right, Art would fire you.
Okay, well, I figured that.
The 3 of us would keep you. You know what? I mean, I would keep you, but I'd move you as far away from me as possible. You make me... Wait, how old are you?
I'm 38.
Okay, Art, why would you let her go? She served her time. She's not on probation. She's gotten married and had a child.
And I started out as a temporary worker. They want to give me a permanent position, so I must be a good worker.
See, here's the thing. It's not so much the offending, and I'm not saying that because I'm an ex-offender.
Right.
It's the armed robbery and all the plot and planning. And like you got it in you to arm rob. It's in you to be like grisly.
Yeah, but I was reformed. I've been rehabilitated. I don't even jump the turnstile. I don't even have a traffic ticket since then.
Yeah.
I don't even jaywalk. I'm scared.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to put it out there for the listeners.
Okay.
And I would need to know more, but right now I'm saying I would keep you. I don't know that I'd give you the position that you're looking for. I don't know. Don't go to your boss yet.
Not yet.
They're going to find this because if they do a criminal background, this is stuff that's going to pop up immediately.
Right.
Unless they only do the background check like the past 5 years.
Well, that would be good. I'm not sure how extensive they go.
Well, how long has it been since you were on probation?
I did 3 years on parole, not probation, parole.
Parole.
Been done.
Worse. Okay. How long ago were you let off parole?
About 7 or 8 years ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
Don't say anything. And, damn, you're such a nice woman. But you got it in you.
I know. We all got it in us, Wendy. It's a question of keeping it under wraps.
No, honey. Hey, let me ask you, what did your arm rob or attempt to?
A person.
Oh, damn! The worst guy. Wait a minute. You just walked up to somebody with a gun and said, give me your money?
I'm an offender. I was an ex-offender. You know, when you offend and you have the courage to steal, you'll do anything. I wasn't scared because I had to use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And nowadays, please, I don't even want to touch nobody's pistol.
Oh, yeah, I see. So it was one that was involved with the other.
Exactly. It went hand in hand.
Okay. Well, 3 people say that we wouldn't fire you. Art says he would not let you have the position and he would fire you. We'll find out what the listeners say
put
also.
me back in the mailroom. Okay, thanks, Wendy.
Yeah.
I love you.
You know what? Don't tell your boss yet, though. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
I do have to tell you something. When I was offending, I didn't have the courage of steel. I wanted to stay, in a locked room away from everybody. I had, I didn't want to get out of the car to get gas. Hello?
Did I really get through?
Yes. Hi. Welcome to Advice Hour.
Hold on.
Uh-oh, your phone's breaking up. All right.
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. Hi.
Hey.
Okay, you're breaking up. We'll go to the next caller. Hello. Hi, it's Wendy. It's Advice Hour.
Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
I'm sorry, I was having a bit of road rage.
Okay, go ahead.
I just got finished listening to the call. For one, I'm upset that I wanted to call you, get through with one of my snafus, but I feel sympathetic towards the young lady that called about the settlement. Now I got to address that.
Okay, go ahead.
Maybe she might want to tell her supervisor just to give him a heads up, and just the same spill she just gave you, she can give him, but even more sincere.
Yes. But what if the background check, because, what if they're only going back 5 years? They'll find absolutely nothing. I mean, it's one thing. I mean, because even if she's able to keep her job, the ribbing and the chuckling and the stares from coworkers, stuff like that gets out. It's probably going to be something else.
If it gets out, she can sue him, because that's her business.
Yeah,
the employer can't do that.
That's true. That's true.
That's her business.
That's true.
My brother had the same situation. They made a manager at a bank.
Yeah.
Then they started doing background checks.
Oh, crap.
He had a felony, and the supervisor was more mad at the fact that he didn't tell her at first.
Okay, I got you.
It's kind of damn. Ooh, can I say that?
Yes.
Darned if you do, darned if you don't.
If I was a supervisor, I would like to know. Like, I would like to know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
She didn't say what kind of relationship she had with the supervisor.
That's true.
If they're understanding and stuff.
Yeah.
She paid her debt to society.
That's true.
You can't continue to, hold it against her.
And I forgot to ask her, what kind of job is this?
Well, if she's a temp, she's probably doing an office job and everything. But, the only thing she can do is evaluate her relationship with a supervisor. See, fill him out, I'm pretty sure she already know how,
All right, woman, you're so helpful with everybody else's problems. Let us help you with yours. What is going on?
Okay. Well, I got so many, but I'll just narrow it down to this one.
Okay.
I met a friend through a friend. It's not working out. And they do not understand that I have issues with their characteristics. He's 38 years old, and he acts like a child.
Okay.
Now I feel bad telling him. I said a lot of words, and he just wasn't comprehending. But now I feel like, I did him wrong. Like, that's the way he's making me feel. But
how many times did you guys date, or how long had you been through the dating process?
2 months.
I mean, listen.
He started getting emotional more faster than I did.
Listen, cut it off. You owe him nothing except for being respectful enough when you cut it off, because you still have a mutual friend. And you be the more mature of the two. When you all see each other out together or you're invited to a house party, you be mature. That's all. It's 2 simple months. Did you have sex?
Oh.
course. A lot.
But I told him, you know, that didn't mean to happen, and it's. I normally don't do things, you know that still.
Yeah, it's over.
But,
it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. You really don't owe him much except for it's over. And just be respectful because you guys still have to see each other because you have a mutual friend. Thank you for calling. You guys kill me sometimes with how soft and pink and polite and Susie you can be with such short, insignificant relationships. But I guess that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with being polite as long as it's not going to be to your detriment. Dear Wendy, I need an objective opinion. I'm a 25-year-old woman currently dating a 35-year-old man. We're approaching our 3rd year anniversary and we're talking about marriage. I truly love and adore this man. And I know he feels the same way about me. We are both financially stable and for the most part and have suitable careers. I have my own place. He has his own place as well. With him, I feel safe and secure. I believe we bring out the best in each other. However, he's mentioned on a few occasions lately that he may be unable to have children. Now, Wendy, I've always wanted to adopt a child, but I also want to have my own. He's planning on doing some testing, and I'm so confused. Wendy, I really love him, but I'm not sure how I would feel if he couldn't have children. We're both abstinent. We're waiting until marriage, although I'm not a virgin. Just trying to do the right thing, Wendy, here, and I'm just wondering, what advice would you give, if any? That's from Elizabeth. Elizabeth, pray that he's able to have children. Turn over every rock possible. Don't just stop at one lab test. If that one lab test tells you yes or no, just get another one. Pray. Have a sample saved. The whole bit. And see what happens. I mean, you're 25 and he's 35. You've been together for 3 years. That's a tough one. I mean, it's a good thing you've always wanted to adopt. But one day you'll want to have your own child. I'll tell you this, Elizabeth. Don't get yourself into too much of an uproar until the lab results come back regarding the test. And I would get 2 different opinions because this is such a crucial thing. And I will offer this to you. Had I not been able to have a biological child of my own, I was willing to divorce my husband, who I was desperately in love with, because adopting is one thing, but there would become one day when he'd want to have his own, and I wasn't even going to hold him down like that.
I have a girl, right, for 10 years. Like half of it, I've been in jail like 5 years. I come home recently, right, and I come to find out now she's dealing with women. I don't have no problem with that, you know what I mean?
As long as you can be in on it.
Yeah.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS with a return of the $107,000 cash guarantee. Backed by popular demand, it's your chance to pick up an easy grand. $1,000 winners throughout the day.
This is your man, Steve Harvey. I know you want to get some of them bills off your back.
Set your radio to wake up and get paid on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And listen for Steve to give you the cue to call in to win each morning at 7:15 a.m.
So get ready at your shot at winning $1,000 cash. We're going to give it to you just like that. Flip, 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 flip.
Then listen for Steve again at 12:15 and then again at 5:15. Be the 10th caller and you're an instant winner.
Cut it, fold it up, put it in your pocket. It'll make a nice little hump in there. Put a rubber band on it. Make everybody think you're balling.
It's the $107,000 cash guarantee on 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B and classic soul.
And home to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Me and Goose were just talking behind the scenes saying that, the more you listen to Steve, the more you get into him and all the stuff goes on the show. So, shout out to Steve. Welcome to New York again. Shout out to Jackie. A special shout out to nephew Tommy. And shout out to Rashad. Shout out to everybody. Ann Tripp, all the players in the morning show game. You all run that race, boy. Toss Michael Jordan that baton and let him toss it to me. It's like Vaughn Harper, bring it on home at night. All right, because that's how we do here at BLS. So on Tuesday, November 15th, Budweiser and Bud Light present a one-night stand. It's featuring Nelly and the St. Little Lunatics. It's going to be happening at the Hard Rock Cafe. Now, we want you to keep listening because we've got a 6-pack of tickets, but you have to be 21 or older, okay? If you want more information about this big November 15th thing at the Hard Rock Cafe or anything, just go to our website. at WBLS.com. And that's just a little reminder for you. You know, we try to keep you informed of what's going on in the community. Plus, don't forget, we're giving away the $107,000 and our $107,000 cash guarantee. And it's still Advice Hour, and I'll be going to the phones, in just one moment. I also wanted to pass this along to you that WBLS is one of the proud sponsors of the GED Connection. It's your chance to get extra help on Channel 13. Yes, it's called the GED Connection, and it airs every Tuesday and Thursday, once at 6 a.m., and then it repeats at 12:30 p.m. Channel 13. A little extra help in the privacy of your own home, okay? And for more information, once again, you can log on to WBLS.com. Hello. Hi, it's Advice Hour, and you're on.
Hey, Wendy, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, my son's father, we're no longer together. I'm remarried, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is causing problems in my relationship. Well, he comes by, he has visitation, so he comes by, but he's trying to put a wedge between me and my husband, and I just want him out of my life.
Uh-oh.
I just want him just out before something really bad happens.
Okay.
Because he's at that point. I don't want to do no time.
Okay. What proximity? Where do you all live in proximity to your son's
Okay, I live in Harlem. He lives in upstate New York.
Okay. And so does he drive down a lot, or does he just...
Yeah, he drives down, but then he doesn't call. He happens to be in the vicinity. So I told him, if you don't call, you're not getting in.
Okay.
But then he makes a big deal at the door so the neighbors and everybody could come out and look.
And how...
Negroidian behavior.
And how old is your son?
He's 12. And then he's like, "Oh, your mother's not letting me come and see you."
Of course. I know the deal.
You know, I should kick his ass.
All right. So, what does your husband say in terms of helping you handle the situation?
He tried talking to him in, a man-to-man fashion.
But you don't want your husband going to jail because...
Exactly.
Yeah.
But my husband's not that type of guy.
Uh-huh.
Hold on one second.
Okay. Nuh-uh.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. So what do I suggest you do? I suggest... can you go back to court?
Yeah, I could, but then I'm going to have to serve him papers, and he's not going to take them. So, you know what? I could have the sheriff do it.
Yeah, see, I was going to say, there's a million ways to serve people papers.
Right.
Yeah, I would say take this back to court. And also, make sure that your neighbors are in your good graces, because you might need some witnesses, even if it's just through signing affidavits or something like that he comes and he makes a scene. And your son at 12 years old is old enough to know that even though he loves his dad is wilding out.
Yes.
And does your son love your his stepdad?
Yes, my husband is his father.
Okay, this is the deal. Take your son's father back to court.
Okay.
And you got witnesses, your neighbors, your son is old enough to speak for himself. Let the law handle this, because we don't want you going to jail, and we don't want your present husband in jeopardy.
Okay.
Because of this jerk.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Take care. Bye-bye. And we'll go to the phone again. Hello. Hi. You're on the radio. It's Advice Hour.
Okay, Wendy. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. Two things. First, about the ticket that I won, the orgasm to play.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had called us back and say you postponed it. Do you know when it's coming up again so we can use the ticket?
No, I have no idea. Call the BLS Promotions Department.
All right. The main reason why I'm calling is about the girl. Remember the flashback? The girl that always said she would like to do a job that way she can teach people how to give a nice professional.
Yes.
That she's good at it. How can I get in touch with her? I need that service. My wife can't use it.
Oh, wow. Oh, damn. What, does your wife just not even bother? Is she really toothy? Or?
I mean, she want to do it, but she's not good at it. Based on my experience, she's just not good at it. She wants to do it as, to her very best, but I know she's not good at it.
Does she watch porn? Porn?
Yeah, but only to help herself get off.
Maybe she needs to pay attention to, how, it's done for the purpose of you and pleasuring you.
She definitely needs somebody to show her how to do it. And I can't show her too much as a dude.
Yeah, I got
if I'm trying to show her, it's two things. Either she start thinking, okay, who is doing this much to me that I learned so much, or am I even doing it?
Well, how long have you been married?
We've been married for like a year and a half.
Yeah, well, remember on Sex and the City, they had a course where they showed the women how to do that? Hey, this is New York City, man. Everything is available, all hours of the day and night. Why doesn't she get on the web and find where maybe they're giving a course in how to give a great professional?
Okay.
And if not, then get back to porn. She's got to practice. All right. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Hello. Hi, it's Wendy. You're on the air. It's Advice Hour. Hello? Hello? Hi. It's you're on the air. It's Advice Hour.
Hi.
Hey.
Wendy?
What's going on?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, my God. This is the first time I actually got through.
Nice to have you here.
Oh, wow. Well, I was just calling because I'm having a little bit family boyfriend situation.
Okay.
Well, I've been with my boyfriend for about 3 years, and we went to college together. We just recently graduated. But when we were in college, we basically, it was like we were living with each other.
Uh-huh.
Because we spent all of our time together.
Yeah, I know the deal.
And now, basically, I moved back home because I don't have enough funds to actually have my own apartment or anything.
Right.
But my mother hates him. Like, literally, she doesn't like him at all for any reason. And she hasn't tried to come around or anything. And my mom's a little cuckoo in the head a little bit. Sense of that she actually believes in, like, witchcraft and tries to do things to, like, get him to separate me or things like that.
Right.
So, and he's been asking me to move in with him so we could just kind of stop this whole situation that's going on so he doesn't have to bother with my mother and then my mother doesn't have to bother with him.
Well, here's the thing. If you don't like the rules that your parents lay down, then leave. You know, she's not obligated to like him. But if you don't like it, then leave. And also, I like the idea of you getting your own place more than I like the idea of you moving in with him.
Yeah, well, I just recently got a job out of college. So I just graduated in May, and I just started my job in September.
Now, see, here's the thing. If you move in with him, then it's going to be very difficult to move out into your own place, emotionally speaking. So if I were you, I would save my money as fast as possible and have like a February 1st move out date set in stone in my mind. I'd move out into my own place. Don't move in with him because it'll be difficult to move out, and you've never lived on your own.
Yeah.
All right?
Sure. All right.
Thanks for calling. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello. Hi, it's Wendy.
What? Sure. All right.
Hey. Hello.
Hello?
Hey.
Wendy, how you doing?
Hi, how are you? Turn your radio down.
Yeah, my first time getting through. I think I want to say hi to you because I listen to you every time.
Well, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. All right, one more. Hello, hi, it's Wendy. It's Advice Hour, but you got to turn your radio down, okay?
Hi, Wendy. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, Wendy. All right. Real situation that I have here. So I started dating this guy, right? Seemed cool at first, but the thing is, the last couple of weeks he's been a little shady, a little shifty. And I remember when we first started hanging out, he said that he may be going to the Bahamas. This was back in October.
Okay.
And then I asked him about it last week. He said, I'm not sure if I'm going, blah, blah, blah. But then when I called my work, it said I'm going to be out of the office from the 21st through the 25th.
Okay.
So I'm just like, okay, so did you just leave and didn't even tell me? And then even outside of that, like, I've just seen some other things that are just not very cool.
Well, how long have you been seeing him?
I would say since before Labor Day, we've been hanging out. And I mean, girl, it's that's keeping me all confused and everything.
Well, what do you think? It's drugs? Do you think he has a secret girlfriend, a secret wife?
Well, I definitely know that, that he's dating other people, but I'm dating other people too. But the thing is like, I've seen a picture of like when he went away and, to the Poconos, and he was like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
So leave him alone. Too much stuff. You're dating other people. Leave him alone. Like, why do you feel obligated to hold on? Is the sex that great? Does the sex outweigh the shade?
No.
All right, then leave him alone. When he comes back from the Bahamas, your toothbrush will be removed.
Okay.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye. And that's how we do, everybody. It's Advice Hour, and the phone lines are still open. And listen, I still have those Halloween websites I want to give to you. Plus, I've got to read you this fax that I got. She's been married for 6 years, and she makes over $100,000. But there's a problem, and the problem, to me, is so big that I would have told her not to marry him to begin with. But she did. She's asking my opinion. So we'll deal with the Halloween and then that woman, and I'll go back to the phones too. As Advice Hour continues on the Wendy Williams Experience, and I'm here until 7, 107.5 WBLS.
This is Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Hey, yo, what's up with y'all? Y'all know how I get it cracking. This your boy, Shook the Shocker.
Yo, check it out. It's Mr. X to the Z Exhibit, and you are now listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
All right, right, you guys. So it's still Advice Hour here on the Wendy Williams Experience. I know Halloween is just around the corner. I'm going to one Halloween party, but I'm not dressing up. And my kid is going to be Batman and take him around. But besides that, I find Halloween to be a little wicked, a little macabre, all the ghosts and goblins running around and whatnot. But listen, I don't want to dampen your spirits. If you are big into Halloween, I have 6 different websites for you. First of all, CostumeExpress.com. They have a full selection of costumes for kids and adults, plus a bunch of party supplies and other goodies. Then there's NewYorkCostumes.com. Same deal. Then, believe it or not, there's MacCosmetics.com. They say you can visit the Mac site to help you create the perfect look with makeup for Halloween. Then there's FrightCatalog.com. It's stocked with movie star and rock star costumes and effects machines and ambiance stuff for your parties. That's FrightCatalog.com. Then there's ExtremeHalloween.com, where you'll find Halloween costumes for couples, pets, plus size people, along with accessories and props. That's ExtremeHalloween.com. And here's my last one. WigsUnlimited.com. They have everything from celebrity look-alike hair to, I guess the costumes themselves, but WigsUnlimited.com. They have the celebrity look-alike hair. So there you go. Happy Halloween. Trick or treat. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I'm going to go to the phone in a second, but first I wanted to address this lady's facts right here. Dear Wendy, I'm a 30-year-old female. I'm very well educated. I have no children. I have a good career, and I make about $100,000 a year. I've been married for more than 6 years. My husband and I have known each other for 10 years. My husband is in his 40s, and he already has 5 kids by 5 different women. My husband pays out over 50% of his salary to child support, leaving him little money to put into the household. So I have to pick it up from there because I make more money than him and I have less responsibilities because we have no children together. The problem is that my husband is a great father to his kids, but he could be a better husband to me. He puts his kids first, which he has verbally told me that he will always do. I'm tired of picking up the responsibility financially and being on the back burner for everyone. He also made it clear that he does not want any more kids. Now, remember what she said. She's 30. They have no kids together. They've been married for 6 years, but they've known each other for 10. She makes over $100,000 a year. Hold on. What am I supposed to do, Wendy? I've given up 10 years of my life. I don't know how to start again at this point because I still love him after all this, and I hope that he changes his mind. Signed, Frustrated. Well, you can do one of 2 things. Number 1, don't tell him and get off your birth control and get pregnant anyway. But then if you do that, ain't no good gonna come because you plotted on such a big life-changing situation. Although women do worse than that, and when they're only, all they want to do is get paid off having a child. I mean, you're married, or number 2, divorce him. I would have told you never marry him, to be honest with you. I mean, when you guys married, you were 22 years old. You had 5 kids, 5 different babies, mothers. Right there. I mean, even if he's a great father and, supports everybody and puts his kids first and all that other kind of stuff. What about you? I mean, even if he was paid like Shaq, 5 kids and 5 babies mother, that is a lot of sloppiness, and that is just a lot of crap to have to deal with. And I don't care that Shaq has extra money left over for the at-home, and then has the nerve to tell you he doesn't want any more kids. Yeah, he picked you when you were ripe, and pardon me for saying this, young girls, but at 22, dumb. Listen, I've been there too. Look, we're all a little, you don't understand what I'm saying. He took advantage of your naivety and you fell right into it. I'd divorce him. I wouldn't even poke a hole in the condom because at this point, he doesn't have any money left over for your child. And why should you have to spend all your money on all the bills for you all, or most of them, plus be the only one to support your child? Hell, you might as well divorce him, go to a sperm bank, and have a baby on your own. Leave him alone. I know you love him, and don't act like 30 is so damn old you can't start over again. Stop it. Stop. You have a good job, a great career, You just need to get rid of the baggage. Your husband and them 5 damn kids and those 5 babies' mothers. You are carrying around entirely too much baggage, and start over. Start over. Because you know what I'm saying? She shouldn't have married him to begin with.
Get a life, girl.
Yeah. Because right now, all you are is a fixture in his life. That's not fair. Let's go to the phone. Advice Hour is still rolling on. Hello. Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
I'm okay. And you?
Excellent.
Okay. Is this still Advice Hour?
Sure it is.
Okay. Oh, boy. I don't know where to begin.
In the beginning?
Okay. Well, I'm a 38-year-old lady. I'm dating a 51-year-old guy. Nice guy. But he lives in Philly and I live in Jersey. My problem is I want to have more kids. I have one child and he has a son. And he refused to have more kids. And I'm like, it's not fair to me because I want more kids.
Okay. Well, what part of Jersey do you live?
Well, I live in Hillside.
Okay, so you live in North Jersey.
Yeah.
Well, how long have you been dating him?
I've been dating for like a year and a half now. Yeah.
Well, you guys aren't on the same page with something that's really crucial. Do you love him?
Do I love him? Yeah, I'm in love with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have a good job.
Yes.
You know, and he does too, but it's like a security blanket for me. It's like, you know, benefits. He's like a benefit for me. You know what I mean? So
he's a luxury. In other words, he's not a necessity. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but the idea, are you headstrong on having another child?
Yes, I am.
So,
I mean, please, I only have one child.
So you'll have to let him go.
And he doesn't mind. He'd be like, well, then I refuse to have more kids than bye.
Yeah, let him go now. Let him go. Roll out. That is a big deal. That is a big deal to not be able to have kids or to not want to have kids or something like that. That's a big deal. I mean, kids are a big deal. That is a deal breaker. And a lot of people feel as though, oh no, we'll get by. No, you won't get by. It's like, well, I was going to divorce my husband and I was in the throes of love, but miscarriage after miscarriage. And he was like, don't worry about it. We can adopt and we can spend our time with each other and so on. Hell no. Because 5 years from now, you're going to get caught out there. You're going to throw it up in my face like a big black splaboo and tell me it's my, hell no. No, get rid of him. He's not for you then. Bye.
Wendy, man.
My oldest brother, he told me he had a very good surprise. The surprise was that he turned himself into a woman.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, whoever listening, this is your man, Steve Harvey.
I'm Jackie Reed, Brooklyn, Harlem.
This is Nephew Top. The Steve Harvey Morning Show is on fire.
I've been trying to leave my husband for years. And guess what? Every time I do it, Lord say, Laverne, get your tail back up.
Laverne, he don't have sex with you?
Oh, baby, wait a minute.
Watch out now, Jackie. You don't know who you tell Laverne.
I'm just saying.
My sex is like heaven, okay?
So you don't know nothing about Jackie. My show is newly designed and set up for everybody. You, your mama and them, your grandmama and them, the grandkids, all the children. Every morning, right here from 6 to 10. On what, Jackie?
On the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
107.5 WBLS, today's R&B and classic soul.
That's all you need to say. Now, you be here tomorrow if you can make it here.
I'm gonna be here. I got tips tomorrow.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Wendy Williams. Wife, mother, daughter, radio personality, best-selling author, TV personality, Jersey girl. Hey, New Jersey. Are you registered to vote? The right to vote is one of the most valuable rights that we have as Americans. Our democracy depends upon all of our qualified citizens participating in the election process. You know, November 8th, we need you. Your vote is your voice. That's your microphone. Be powerful, be heard. Vote, New Jersey.
Remember, New Jersey, Tuesday, November 8th is Election Day. That's the day you can be powerful and be heard by voting. Vote and make a difference in your city, your state, and your future. Polls will be open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. For more information, visit njelections.org or call 877-NJ-VOTER. Be powerful. Be heard. Vote, New Jersey, on Tuesday, November 8th.
My mom is radio show. Wendy got the heat. Wendy. Mama!
That's when he was 3. Sometimes Art gets bored, and when he gets bored, he gets to pressing those damn buttons. And they judge up any song, though. Art, I do got to tell you, you give me renewed interest in anything that's going on. All I need to hear is how you do it in the middle of a song. I laugh like I never heard the phrase before in my life. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Wendy, I just moved in with my boyfriend of 4 years a few months ago, and lately strange numbers have been popping up on the caller ID. When I pick up the phone, the person always hangs up. I ask my boyfriend about it, and he says he doesn't know, probably a wrong number, but this is happening more than twice. I've been suspicious, so I hit redial, and the number comes up. He says he's just trying to call to find out who it is. Yeah, right. That's from C in Jersey. C in Jersey, I suspect something going on. What you need to do is dial that number from a blocked number and dial it not right after the person calls you. Let the person get a chance. Like wait 5 hours. Give that phone machine a chance to come on and so on. I suspect something. One more, and then we're going to bring our guest in. Wendy, I'm in love with a man that I've been romancing for a month. Things were absolutely perfect until now. Wendy, during the time that we were together for that month, we went out and did everything together that I've always wanted to do with a man. Well, one day, literally, everything just stopped. I never heard from him. He won't return my calls. He won't return my text messages. We share a mutual friend, and he told me that my love interest said that he was upset with me for some reason, and I'm supposed to already know the reason. But Wendy, I did nothing wrong. I'm racking my brain for 2 months, trying to think about what I could have done wrong. Do you think I should continue to contact Bill Britt? No. You said you've been racking your brain for 2 months. You romanced him for a month. So that's 2 months that you've been out of sight, No, absolutely not. You look really desperate. And the next time you see him, don't kiss, don't fall in each other's arms, don't exchange telephone numbers. He is flaky. How he acted with you in your first 30 days is behavior that could crop up again if you decide to stick it out with him. If you think you've done nothing wrong, just leave it. And don't let anybody hear you crying over it either. All right, let's open the door. Life is here, everybody. Life is in the building. It must be life or nice. It must be what? Nice. Okay. Have a seat right here. Yes. Have a seat. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's freezing. We have no. Did you feel my hands when we shook hands? It's so cold. I don't. It's real warm. Yeah. I don't know if I'm rushing first season or not. I don't really much care. It's cold in here. So anyway, welcome to the studio life, everybody. You've got a lot of fans.
Hey.
People were like, damn, that's a good hit. You got no pierced ear or anything. You're just a regular. Let me see. The other side.
You say what?
You've got nothing pierced. Nothing.
Oh, nah, no.
How refreshing are you?
Well, I'm supposed to come in here pierced all
there's your Negroidian chain. Okay, there it is. All the damn diamonds.
Negroidian chain.
Let me see. I'll pull you open. Oh, yeah. No pendant, but it's just the chain.
Oh, yeah. Basic. Very basic, man. Yeah.
Must be nice. You married?
Nah, not married.
Children?
Yeah, I got one 6 months.
6 months? Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you still with the mother, or was that a one-night stand from the road? I like to ask these things.
Nah, I still date, man. I'm out here, doing my thing, man.
6-month-old? So that was not really something that she wasn't supposed to be getting pregnant.
I'm glad to have you. I'm definitely glad to have you. Yeah.
But she was not necessarily your girlfriend when she got pregnant. It was kind of one of those shocking things like, damn. And then now he's here. He's a blessing, right?
He's definitely a blessing.
Yeah. I'm getting all the looks, everybody. And the looks are saying, Wendy, please don't ask me anything more about her. I'm handling my responsibilities. Sometimes mess happens. Didn't you hear about, who's the redhead tennis player, Goose? Boris Becker?
Yeah.
In the broom closet he's so Boris Becker, the tennis player, he's in a restaurant over in England, and he sees this waitress he's really attracted to. He takes her in the broom closet, slams her down raw dog.
Oh.
She becomes pregnant. And sometimes things like that happen, life. Yeah. That's life.
Yeah, that is life.
Life.
Broom closet, though, boy, that right there.
The kid looks just like him, too. So where are you from?
I'm originally from Toledo, Ohio. Live in Brooklyn.
Yes.
A couple of years.
Very nice. And so your album is out now. It's called Life 268192. What was that, your jail number?
Yeah, that was my prison number.
Your prison number.
Yeah.
And you were in prison for 10 years, from what I understand, for arson?
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah,
yes.
10 years.
Arson. Yes.
Related. You dig what I'm saying? A whole bunch of things. You know, they stack cases on you, man. They give you one lump.
Yeah. Well, what'd you try to burn down?
I mean, I wasn't
the
trying
man
to burn down,
who you tried to.
No, you just happen to be with somebody that do some things, man, and association.
Yeah,
man. Association. Yeah.
Gun charges? Anything in there?
There was some gun charges. There was some,
drug dealing charges.
There was some drug dealing charges in there too.
Yeah. And so then they just lumped everything together.
Yeah.
You ever kill anybody?
Oh. Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Yeah. But you're rehabilitated.
I mean, I'm on the road to rehabilitation. Everybody come and say I'm recovered. I'm not really recovered like that. I'm just like, I'm involved in recovering myself. Let me say that.
Sometimes you get the anger though, where you want to light something,
and I
shoot
still
something.
make mistakes, but then I reflect back on, where that led me. You know what I'm saying? And I think better of it.
Yeah.
Still growing.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
What you got in your pocket? You're making me nervous.
Nah, it was cold in here.
Okay, he put his hand in his pocket over here. I'm about to reach down and put my hand in my pocket.
You don't remember when I first met you, do you, man?
No, were we at a party?
Nah, man. I just did the Apollo.
Yes! You know what? You got discovered at the Apollo, didn't you?
Yes.
But that wasn't that particular night, was it?
I did Apollo that night, yeah.
The night
that I met you, I think that was like the second or third time I had one on it.
How many years ago was that?
It was just like a little under 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. I wasn't, a little over 2 years ago.
And here we are meeting.
Yeah.
Again. But you're a big star. You got a must be nice.
I'm not a big star. I'm still growing, man. Just like the, character, career and character growing,
So how is it living here in Brooklyn for you?
Brooklyn is a lot like the joint, man. I came out here like right after I got out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, mind your business, same mentalities, cats mind they own. Whatever they do, they go hard.
Yeah, know? Brooklyn Baby's mom?
Huh?
Is it a Brooklyn Baby's mom you have?
Nah. She not from Brooklyn.
She back in Toledo?
Nah. She from Ohio.
Now, your former manager, they say, is your baby's mother. Why are you looking around?
I'm not looking around, man. I'm not looking around.
You don't want to talk about this?
I mean, we talking about whatever, man.
Okay.
Whatever you
all right. Well, we can walk through it slow. Life is in the studio, everybody.
Walk through it slowly.
This is getting more interesting and more interesting. Affiliates, you might have to just walk with me for a minute. Life. Is your former manager your baby's mother?
Yes, she is.
Oh, yes. And so that's Artie Life of the party over there. Life.
Hi.
How long were you all together? Was she there that night at the Apollo?
Yes.
Yes. So this is a significant relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And did you? At what point in your career did you fire her? Was this a year ago?
No, she's not fired.
Okay.
She's still.
Your manager is also then your baby. You're presently.
Yes, Wendy. My manager is my baby mama.
So you still,
Yeah. That's my folks, man. It's my peoples, man.
Yeah, still getting it in. That must be difficult. You go on the road, you meet nice ladies, and your manager is your baby's mother. Do you all share a suite when you go on the road?
When she come out sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes not.
Yeah. But you have no commitment in terms of, like, if you and Shaylin, for instance, were to go out tonight, my intern.
I mean, we have an understanding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, can she do what she wants?
Yeah, she can do whatever she wants.
Oh, that's very nice. I think I like the relationship. In 2003, there was a blackout here in New York City,
right.
And as legend has it, they say that you were singing to people in the street.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, is that the legend wrong?
Nah, the legend is definitely true, but it made you was just out in the street singing to folks.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but it was I had to walk all the way home, man. I mean, I wasn't trying to stay down there like that. So,
right.
It was people just gathered around different stops. So I sang all the way home.
Yeah.
Right.
That's nice. Did you make any money?
Nah, no ends.
Yeah.
No ends,
yeah. It's tough, and you're a brand new artist and whatnot. Practically everything that you do at this point is like recouping for the record company.
Yeah. But I had a unique situation. I mean, I produced the whole album, wrote the whole album, so recouping is
Isn't
a lot
that terrific?
faster.
Isn't that great? That's great. You have all male background singers.
You know what? I just changed.
Wow.
I just changed. You know how you got to do sometimes. You got to change the program.
Well, you got to fire people when they don't show up on time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you fired a few of the males and you hired some ladies?
I got 2 ladies and another male now.
Okay. Do any of the ladies have big butts?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it makes road life nicer. You got your manager in one room, the ladies in the background singer in the other room. It's life here. Do you feel accepted by mainstream?
Yeah, you know, actually I do. I do feel accepted by mainstream.
I love the song Must Be Nice.
Hey, thank you.
Why didn't you say life?
Must be life.
Just to drive home your own name.
I don't know. I mean, everybody think I say life anyway.
Yeah, that's how I sing it. Yeah. So on your CD, let's hear about some collabos, or is it all you?
It's one collabo on there. It's with a girl. She out of California.
A girl named Erin.
Right. But now I remixed that. It's me and Fantasia on that.
Yes. Were you in the same studio at the same time?
Yeah.
How was it working with Fantasia?
I mean, Fantasia, cool, man. I mean, you know, it's not all the people around her and all of that. I originally, you know, met her at Soul Train. We did Soul Train. So when the opportunity came up, I was like, yo, I'm going to call my folks Fantasia, man.
Does she know the Chief?
Does she know? Oh, nah. I mean, not that I saw.
Do you know the Chief?
Nah, I don't get on, man. I can't smoke. You know
well, not yet. You're still, on probation, parole? You still pissing in a cup?
I did all my time, I did all my time.
Yeah. That's nice. So you're facing probably the most ruthless industry with a clear head, which is the best way.
Word up.
I'm sure you like a little Hennessy or something like that, though.
Yeah, I do what it do.
One of our misguided interns, she's not exactly sure what she wants to be when she grows up, so she's just kind of trying to figure it out here. Not misguided. She already has her degree. She used to sing background for you.
Yeah, right. Ishina, right.
Yeah.
She just saw her in the hallway.
Yeah, she just graduated from Tufts University, and she's not sure at what point, you know, she wants to decide what she wants to do, so she's kind of lamping here in the cut. Now, when she was singing background for you, did you remember her face when you saw her?
Yeah.
Or
definitely.
do background singers just come and go so easily that you're not really registering?
Nah. I mean, anything that I do, even with the crowd, man, I try to have a personal relationship with her. You know, 'cause I mean, when it's personal, it's better.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I mean,
she's walking right into this one.
Man. You know, but you know, on the other side, personal relationships, man. You know.
Yeah.
She a great girl, though.
Yeah, she is. Would you take her back out on the road with you as a background singer?
Definitely. She's talented.
Oh, well.
Did you hit it?
Ishima, can you please come in the studio? I need you to audition. Do you have a space open for her, for real?
You know what I did? Actually, I was trying to call Ishina, but I couldn't get in contact with her when I switched my background singers.
Ishina, get in here. Get over there on that microphone. Goose, turn everything out. We need Ishina to sing something. You're going to sing the life song.
Like 8 contracts.
You're going to sing the life song, right?
Life song? Must be nice. Even when your hustling days are gone, she'll be by your side, still holding on.
When did you manage to do all this? You're good. You were at Tufts for 4 years, right?
Yes, I was.
What was this, before Tufts?
No, this was during a time when I was home for a while with my grandmother being sick. I was just doing some.
You've been lost for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah.
Blonde hair.
Yeah. And you had blonde hair at the time.
I did. I did.
Well, now you know where to get in contact with her.
Definitely do. Got a number and everything.
Yeah. In the meantime, is this a direction that you would like to pursue again?
Well, yeah, if it could be done.
So you got all that education to go out on the road and sang?
Well, no, I mean, education is just something I just definitely have to get done, because even at the end of the day, when the singing career is over, I need to have that. You know, that goes with that. That's not a question. I need that. So
yeah.
It's something I had to do for myself so I could go on and pursue other things.
Yeah. So now you're performing in New York City tonight.
Yeah.
For my flagship radio station here, WBLS.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you're going to be at where are you going to be?
It's the Lemon Lounge.
Lemon Lounge.
Right.
Now, do you make a big to-do with your costumage on stage?
It be all basic. Everything is basic. I try to make a big to-do with the show.
Yes.
Concentrate on that.
And you'll be working with your new background singers tonight?
Yes.
And a full band?
Yes, I'm a little nervous. New band, too. New band.
So you got to get over there and do get your timing down.
It's exactly our first time performing.
Turn that down, Goose. Goose, everything's too loud. It's okay. I'm sorry, we're being drowned out. So this is your first time performing with the new band?
New band, new background singers, everything, man.
I like you. It's been very nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Your hand's still cold.
I know. That's why I have my coat on. I'm freezing. So, I feel like you're giving me the crooked eye. Like, did you have a good time here?
I mean, I did, man. I mean, everybody talk about, Wendy gonna ask you this, Wendy gonna
What
say
is so
this.
terrible?
I mean, I've been asked a lot of questions anyway, so it ain't really it ain't like that for me.
Life, you're a man with a past. We like to find out, and then we move on.
So can I have it first?
Are you gonna pull a gun out? Are you gonna pull a gun out or some lighter fluid? Oh, damn you! Where were you locked down? Where did you do your 10 years, by the way?
Ohio. Yeah.
Did you know a lot of people when you were in?
I know a gang of cats, man. I mean, you associate with very few, but I know a lot of people.
Right. How'd you bide your time while you were in, other than writing, obviously?
Read a lot, you know what I'm saying? Dog on that basketball court.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worked out, all of that stuff, man.
Well, I'm really happy that you're able to come out and be productive in an industry that is very difficult. Yeah. And your story makes you stand out, for what it's worth. I mean, how many times does a killer turn into a big star? Oh. I know you're not
a killer on stage.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly. How many times, though, do you do 10 years in jail and then come out and you're able to really, make something happen for yourself in such a difficult industry? Mm-hmm. So, that's to be admired, life. L-I-F-E. L-Y-F-E. That spells life. The CD's called Life 268-192. I wish you all the success. You're a 5-time Apollo champ. And everybody loves It Must Be Life. And there's 14 other songs on here, so you check this out, everybody.
All right.
Break a leg tonight, sir.
All right, thank you. Coming out?
Thank you. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'd be lying if I said differently. I'm not exactly sure.
You don't remember that time you did your comedy thing, too. I went on, you let me perform at that.
Yes, I do remember that. Yes. Oh, my gosh.
See, you don't even remember who I am.
You want to know what, Life?
You ain't got your little fur and your diamond.
When I get
the little people, man.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to zoom in. No, but you want to know what? I do better in the one-on-one. Now I see you. I'm looking at you. It's not through an apple martini haze. Here we are. You know what I'm saying? In a cold, brightly lit studio. Mm-hmm. You ought to be remembered.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Everybody, that's Life. It's the Hour of Truth. We'll be back to Gossip. I'll take your phone calls, too. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Thanks.
Wendy, man.
My oldest brother, he told me he had a very good surprise. The surprise was that he turned himself into a woman.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, where the listening is fun and the winning is easy.
Hey, Marlo.
Yeah?
You gonna love it even more because I just gonna hand you $1,000.
Oh, my God. Thank you, Steve. Oh, my God. I'm so excited. Oh, God. Thank you.
It's the $107,000 cash guarantee.
I'm getting married in March. Thank you so much.
From 107.5.
What's your favorite station?
WBLS, the Steve Harvey Show.
Yeah, and Wendy Williams Experience. I was just saying goodbye to Life. I didn't want to ask him how old he was. Hey, how old is Life?
Life's like 31 years old.
31. He still had that, youthful effervescence to have done. His last name is Jennings. I like him. He had like a nice spirit about him or something. There was something about him. A really calming person. He seemed like a nice,
cool thug.
Nice fella, a cool thug. Exactly. Earthy and hoodie and all that. So he's performing where at Lemon tonight? WBLS. You all get out there and see Life. Let's support this man. I like him. I like him a whole lot. I hope things work out with his baby's momager also.
To support Wendy at Club Amazura too on the 28th of October.
Oh, yeah, on Friday night.
That's right.
Well, I'm hosting a little comedy show over there. What am I doing?
After comedy party.
And after comedy party.
Yes.
After what? The 28th is Friday, though.
Yeah, you'll be there.
But the comedy is on Wednesday nights at the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience.
Some other comedy club that you're doing the after party.
Oh.
Yes, you everywhere.
Thank you, Art. Yeah. Well, this hour of the show is being brought to you by AARP. All right, Sunday. Caller number 10 on the phone right now is going to pick up passes to the stage play Cheaters, featuring Brian McKnight, James Avery, Selena Johnson, and more. It's at the Beacon Theater. It's called Cheaters. And WBLS night is October 26th. And those are the passes you're going to win. That's for Wednesday night at the Beacon Theater to see Cheaters. All right, so caller number 10 right now. We can answer the phone right now. Why not? And you're caller number 1.
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're caller number 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello, hi, BLS.
Hello?
Yep, you're going to the stage play Cheaters on Wednesday.
Thank you.
You'll see Brian McKnight and James Avery, who played the father from The Fresh Prince, and Selena Johnson and more people. It's at the Beacon Theater, okay?
Okay.
And so what's your name?
Shawana.
And where you calling from?
I'm calling from work.
Okay. We'll try to take your information as fast as possible, okay?
Okay.
And you have fun on Wednesday night, Shawana. Hold on.
Who's this?
Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Shawana. Hold on a moment. Everybody, don't forget the winning continues later on today about 5:25. Listen for the Steve Harvey cue to call in and win your share of our $107,000 and the $107,000 cash guarantee. That's about 5:25 later on today. Hello. Hi. You're on the radio. Hello?
Oh, I'm not calling number 10.
No, we just gave him to Shawana.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Bye. Hello. Hi. BLS. Yeah, we no, never mind. Okay, this is not going to work. All right. See, that's, I'm thinking that people are listening. They hear the, hell. Oh, what the hell. All right. Look, we're going to continue on, everyone, and we're here until 7 o'clock. It's the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS.
Are you sick of... Yo, check this out. This is Flavor Flav.
This is Chuck D, Public Enemy, number 1.
Hi, this is Reverend Al Sharpton, and you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Damn, I am reading the newspaper, and so it says in today's New York Post that Dame Dash went to a gala at the Whitney and here in Manhattan, and he pulled up in his Maybach. And they say that, this is what it says in the paper, Dash made such a leisurely exit that the cars behind him were honking for him to get out. When he finally did, he was on his cell phone. It was glued to his ear while still mugging the camera. As he strolled the red carpet, Steve Stout, who was the branding guru for Sean Puffy Combs, Hey Stout, was exiting the red carpet. So, it was a very uppity crowd, very Tony, and they say that Leonard Lauder was there, of the Estee Lauder family. Just an example to show you, it was old, smelly, old, aristocratic money at this particular gala. So here goes Splaboo Dame yelling, "You punk ass, I'll smack you again. But you'll probably sue me like you did Puffy when he cracked you over the head. Because you're a rat, bastard snitch." This is what this Splaboo yells in front of all these people at Steve Stout. Stout, hold your head. According to observers, everyone was there, and here's this guy talking on his cell phone and screaming at somebody while his lovely wife is trying to smile for the cameras. Dash responded, "I'm not a snitch, so I don't run to the gossip columns." What a Richard. His wife just standing there. Oh my God. Oh my God. How terrible. I'll tell you what, you can give them all the money you want, but a nigger is still a nigger at the end of the day. It is what it is. I mean, some people just don't want to, damn. That's why we're looked at the way we're looked. Damn. And every once in a while, something and I'm speaking from experience. I'm not trying to act like that hasn't happened to me. Because I got one that'll unlock and load quickly. Not caring where or what or when or how. And it is what it is. And unfortunately, what do? Smile and make nice. Because you got to have the yin to the yang. You know what I'm saying? Wow. That's a situation I could picture myself in. right there, pulling up, getting out slow, phone glued to ear, seeing somebody, and then woo! So what is this I'm seeing? Cameron, with his new Killer Season CD, is going to be his first CD with the Diplomat Asylum Records. So he's no longer with the... where have I been? I probably reported, just don't remember. Art, did you know that Cameron's no longer with that family?
I didn't know that.
That Rockefeller family?
Nope.
He's with Asylum Records. They're saying that he signed a $2.5 million deal for 3 years at Asylum after a bidding war. All right. We talked about the shooting in D.C. earlier. If you weren't here, really, there's just not much to say, except, it's an unfortunate situation. I am tired of Alfre Woodard and her son and that man in the basement on Desperate Housewives. I'm ready for them to go away. Now that we know who Khalib is, now we know, okay, there was a killing 4 months ago in Chicago. Khalib is a little bit slow, so I guess they're going to, push it off on him being slow, yada, yada, yada. Another man was arrested for it. The actor who plays Khalib in the basement's name is Paige Kennedy. And so Paige says, I do know that he's sweet, but very dangerous. And Paige also said that hopefully he'll be there throughout the season. He doesn't know for sure. The character is being developed as each episode gets developed. If you happen to be ringing up the telephone now, I just want to find out, are you with me? Like, I hate that storyline. I'm literally walking out of the room on it now. Hello? 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 Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I have a question about life.
Okay, well, he's already gone.
Yeah, well, my question is to you. I was wondering, first of all, you don't sound like you really know his CD all that well.
No, I didn't know his CD all that well. I know
it's hot. You need to listen to the whole thing. It's really good.
Well, I thank you for calling. No, I don't. What I know about life is that he was in prison for 10 years. He's got the single out that gets played all over the place called It Must Be Life, and...
I thought it was It Must Be Nice.
Nice, excuse me. Must Be Nice.
Uh-huh.
And, no, I don't know his CD. I didn't profess to know it.
Okay, right.
Yes.
I was surprised.
Why were you surprised?
I don't know, because I knew more than you knew about that.
Well, don't be surprised, because there are a lot of people who come up here who I might only know the cut from the radio that we play, but I might know some more of their, the story, how many kids or whatnot, or maybe I don't even know that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then my other point is the brother fine or what? Tell me.
He's a nice looking man. I got to tell you, very appealing in a real regular Joe kind of way.
Okay.
I liked it. The fact
roughneck kind?
In a roughneck way.
Yeah.
In a roughneck way. He was not heavily adorned with all kind of crap. He looked like an everyday Joe, and that was very appealing.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, girl.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See, this is why I didn't think that I'd be able to go into radio, because I'm like, I'm not, I like the music that I like. I find it very difficult to sit in my car and review music that I'm not into. And that's just me. Sorry. Hello?
Hey, Wendy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
But after meeting him today, I do have a CD right here, and I'll be checking it out. Hello? Hi.
I just wanted to say how much I agree with you based on that story where the guy's in the basement.
Yeah.
But I did like the ending part of it, where the mother went to the bar and had a really great time at the bar and showed her boss that she couldn't be taken advantage of.
Oh, me too. Hey, she's hot when she judges it up.
I know. I'm at work too, so right now, I totally see not showing the bosses that you can't be taken advantage of.
Yeah. All right, and thanks for calling and listening.
Thanks, Wendy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Raven says regarding that woman from Advice Hour that a background check goes back a mandatory 10 years. It's the law. 10 years is the minimum that a background check goes back. So they're going to find out that she, had all these things up against her. Woman from Advice Hour. Raven says, honesty in this case is the best policy. Hi, who's on the phone?
It's Raven, girl.
Oh, Raven, oh my gosh. I was just talking about you. Raven, we got 3 seconds. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Wendy, man.
So I called you like 3 weeks ago about me and my boy had a threesome and how he touched my butt. He came to me saying that he really want to have sex with me.
Well, you should have known that when he touched your butt.
It's about that time again. The Wendy Williams Experience is searching for new interns. Come join the Wendy Williams Experience. Fax a cover letter and resume to 866-WENDY-FAX.
Broadcast, journalism, mass communication, radio, TV, and film, and music majors only.
All applicants must be over 18 years of age, currently enrolled as a sophomore, junior, or senior in a college or university. Internship hours are 11:30 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Good luck, and thanks for listening to the Wendy Williams Experience. Oh, yeah, and if you don't plan on grinding, you can put that where? Back there.
You know what? It's the Wendy Williams Experience, and I had this story for you all one day last week, and I just never got around to it. It's involving Victor Willis. He played the cop in the original Village People. I think Victor Willis was the one that was involved with Felicia Rashad when she was offending. Anyway, he was arrested back in July after the cops found a gun and what they believe to be crack cocaine in his car. So he's still doing his thing. And so he's scheduled to be sentenced this coming Thursday morning. So I just wanted to, pass that off on you, that the cop is about to, get some time. Yeah. In the meantime, the plot is thickening with young G's baby's mother. So, apparently, her attorneys have been doing their homework. Listen to a tape by DJ Vlad, his new CD. It's called Hot in Here, Volume 2. And actually, it's a DVD. And on the DVD, he's flaunting ice, they say. He's ordering a black $375,000 Lamborghini. He's also saying on this DVD that he's worth $120,000 from the neck up, excluding his chains. So I guess he's got the sickness in his ear. I'll tell you, when he came here, I was so blinded by the snowman, and I just enjoyed his persona so much, and I enjoy the CD so much. I forgot what he had in his ears. But he later on shared on this DVD that he owns 8 vehicles, including a Kanye, Porsche and a Bentley Coupe. So right now, his baby's mother, the mother of his 9-year-old son, is receiving, her name is Tanisha Dykes. I've been following this story for you. She's currently receiving $178 a month. Clearly, he will have to, reassess that and do something quickly. But what he's saying, what he's testifying in court, apparently they went one time, is that he has no income, and he reveals that he only gets a $35 a day per diem, which we all know is a lie. And so he will have to, pay up. Shout out to Lorianne for making it a Band 3, friend to the show. She's been here. Lorianne, I have a question for you. Lorianne, are you messing around with Alicia Keys' road manager, her former personal assistant? Oh. Somebody named Anon Pearson at Papaya King spotted you holding hands with Alicia Keys' road manager this weekend. Is that you? Alicia Keys has her new boyfriend, or her present boyfriend, or whatever, in her in the video. The Huxtable video. Mm-hmm. I forget what the song is called because this music right now, Big Mouth, is in my head. Unbreakable. Yeah. She's softening, around the edges a bit, Alicia Keys. But she's damn you.
Sorry.
Oh, I got a website. Are you looking for a better Richard, ladies? Men, are you not hitting and holding the way you should be?
No.
Well, shout out to Raven. Ow. All right. Raven called and told me that there's a website that you can go to. Art, you might want to be the first one there because it's called BetterSexInstitute.com. Oh. So go to BetterSexInstitute.com, and Raven said they explain directions on exactly the techniques and whatnot. Right. No shade, Wendy, but you really need to stop calling people ugly. You're atrocious in pictures. Although I saw you at Sam Fine's party and noticed that in person, you're not bad looking at all. But on TV and in pictures, don't you feel bad when you're dogging other women out like that, especially since you're not a looker? No, Mark, I don't. Why should I feel bad? Whoever said that I was the leader of the beauty queens? or even in the runner-up. So now that we have that established, now let's talk about everybody else. And I don't do it on purpose and maliciously, but if somebody is doing something, if somebody is out saying something and they happen to not look their best, why can't I call it? There you go. That's what I'm here for. There you go. One of the Little Rascals passed away, another one. Gordon Lee. He was the one who played Spanky McFarlane's little brother, Spanky McFarlane's little brother, Porky. Porky passed away. He's 71. He died in Minneapolis this past Sunday in a nursing home. He was battling lung cancer and brain cancer. And he was also homosexual.
Oh.
Excuse me. No, he wasn't. You know what? I apologize. I'm not going to even tell you why I said that, but...
Why'd you say that?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to move on. Kelly Rowland's Destiny's Child. So there's a woman named Tracy Birdwell, and she is from the Houston chapter of the National Society of Multiple Sclerosis. And she's been calling all around Sony Music, which is Kelly's label, trying to figure out what is going on with this single that Kelly was supposed to re-record to benefit the National Society of Multiple Sclerosis. The single that she was supposed to re-record was Object of My Desire by Starpoint. Remember that song from back in the day? But she's been getting this Miss Birdwell from the Multiple Sclerosis Society has been getting the runaround. It was in July that Kelly announced that she was going to do it. And I guess the National Society of Multiple Sclerosis, I guess they're looking for their money. But, maybe it's her intention to record it and you're asking too swiftly.
Your time.
Yeah, almost like a nudge. Like, all right. Can I get my real work in and, do my charity work in with it? Like, when I get in the studio? Can we come off tour? What was she doing in July? She was on tour. Anyway, she agreed to do it as a charity single, a tribute to her aunt, Kelly's aunt, who had MS and passed away in 2004. And Object of My Desire was chosen because it was originally performed by the R&B group Starpoint, and the lead singer of Starpoint, Renee Diggs, died last March after living with MS for 20 years. Well, I understand that. I think Kelly's heart is probably in the right place, but give her a moment. She'll get to it. They say Paris and Nicole had a tearful reunion.
Aww.
Yeah, well, apparently they both showed up at Brent Shapiro's funeral. Now, you remember I reported this story. The son, the 24-year-old son of the OJ attorney, Robert Shapiro. He died. They found drugs in his system. He was, like I said, 24, and they were both at the funeral, Nicole and Paris. This was a mutual friend of both of theirs. And according to the eyewitnesses, when they looked at each other, it was a moment of awkwardness. And then to break the awkwardness, they hugged it out. You ever do that? Just let's hug it out. Hug it out. Like
lemon squeeze.
Yeah. Like stop arguing. Just hug it out. Let's hug it out. I don't want to, So they hugged it out and they cried. And, no word on whether the gesture of solidarity is going to mean that the Simple Life will be back. But, on October 16th, Paris announced that the filming for the 4th season of Simple Life would begin on November 1st. And the networks, they say, are fighting over it. Fox has officially scrapped it, which is the word that we got, which I shared with you guys, that Fox is not continuing the Simple Life. But they're not continuing it. Somebody else might. I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, do I care? Do you care? Let's talk to you all on the phone. Hello, hi.
How you doing, Wendy? Am I caller number 10?
Oh, no, it's not time. Not time. Okay, people are calling regarding caller number 10. Okay, we can't do that. All right. Goose. Dear Wendy, I'm a 45-year-old married man looking to meet a jump off, but every time I meet someone, I would like to Wait, but every time I meet someone, I would like to honestly tell them that I'm married because I'm a nice guy. But each time I wish I lied and just said, no, I'm not married. Because the women say, I don't date married men. Well, during your advice hour, I hear these women crying their eyes out because according to them, they didn't know that he was married when they met. Wendy, some of them are unbelievable. I think some women are out there just for the game, the way men are. Unfortunately, they get caught up, they get emotionally attached, and then they get pregnant, a lot of them. I know you don't condone extramarital affairs, but I would like you to do a 2-part people poll question. First, ask the ladies, how many of you would date a married man? Oh, that's not a bad idea. Then, the next day, ask only the ones who answered yes if the man was rich and famous. You mean only the ones that answer no? Yeah, if the man was rich and famous, would you? That's not bad, old dude. Hold on to that one, Art.
All right.
Today's people poll question is out right now. Did your parents talk to you about sex? There's 4 people in the room. Whose parents actually talked to them about sex? Yeah, the intern. Not mine. Art, your father just showed you.
He just showed me.
He was a young Art. Was it in the garage you were hiding behind stuff? I remember you vividly. You told me something that you were watching one time with your dad.
Yeah, he had like a window in the back of his bed that led into the garage.
There he is. See, I remembered. Yeah.
Yes, you're good. Yeah.
And he knew you were there.
Yeah.
And that was okay with him.
I was okay with him.
And he was knocking it down.
Yep, and he would leave the door cracked sometimes on Saturday mornings when I'm eating my cereal, watching cartoons.
Just so you could look and see.
So I could see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the woman ever glance over to a young Artie? Like, yeah.
No, they never looked. They never looked.
Would your dad ever glance over at you? Look at me, boy.
No, he pretended that, he wouldn't watch.
Right. But he knew.
He knew. Because I had to pass his room to go to my room.
Yes. Yeah. How old were you?
I might have been maybe 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm. And how were the ladies dressed after they finished getting knocked down by, old man Art?
Oh, they would put on his robe. Right, a lot of traffic came through his house back in the day.
Yes,
a lot of traffic.
And what did you think about that? Just that's what men do.
I would go in my room and then handle my business.
At 6 or 7?
Yeah, I was handling my business real young. Yeah, I wasn't too far from junior. I was yeah.
All right, Art, shut up. This conversation is officially over. Goose. He's lying, right? 6 or 7, come on.
I don't know.
No, you get aroused at young. No, seriously.
It's kind of young.
No, I ain't too young. I'm serious.
Anything ever happened?
What you mean never happened?
A splash off or anything?
No, at that young age, you don't splash over that young age.
Well, what do you do? I'm not a boy. I don't know.
You just grab down there and you just start just doing your thing. It's an instinct.
So, all right. So when does the end come? If there's no happy ending, then what is the end?
It's a happy ending, but at that age, you don't splash off. It just happens. Just the feeling happens at that point.
Oh, okay. So you get a
little tingly feeling.
Right. Like a cool breeze just came in the room. You get the chills or something?
Yeah, you get the feeling without the splash off. And then when you get older, the splash off actually happens. That's when you're like, wow, what is this?
Okay, how old are you when that part happens?
Maybe 13, 14.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind awareness, but, just the idea, the whole mess and everything. I just, not at 5 or 6 or 7 or how old you said you were. Anyway, yes, Friday's people poll question was, and I have the results, were your children conceived after marriage? 30% of you said yes. 70% of you said no. And like I said, today's people poll question, did your parents talk to you about sex? The people poll questions are always yes and no. And you can always, for the most part, go to the website. We change them every day, thewendywilliamsexperience.com. And I'm also taking your emails. You can officially pull the emails down for me now, Art?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so it's Wendy at thewendywilliamsexperience.com.
Yes.
Well, thank you, everybody, and keep it here. We'll round out the show next.
Wendy, man.
I met up with this guy. We were together. We were at his house, and why do you think his thing wouldn't work? You think maybe he's...
How you doing?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS with a return of the $107,000 cash guarantee. Backed by popular demand, it's your chance to pick up an easy grand. $1,000 winners throughout the day.
This is your man, Steve Harvey. I know you want to get some of them bills off your back.
Set your radio to wake up and get paid on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And listen for Steve to give you the cue to call in to win each morning at 7:15 a.m.
So get ready at your shot at winning $1,000 cash. We're going to give it to you just like that. Flip, 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 flip.
Then listen for Steve again at 12:15 and then again at 5:15. Be the 10th caller and you're an instant winner.
Cut it, fold it up, put it in your pocket. It'll make a nice little hump in there. Put a rubber band on it. Make everybody think you're balling.
It's the $107,000 cash guarantee on 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B and classic soul.
Hey, this is your man, Steve Harvey in the mornings. Come and get this money, y'all. We got it for you cash.
Be caller number 10 at 212-545-1075.
$1,000 right here from 107.5 WBLS.
Oh, hey, BLS.
Yes.
You're caller number 1. Hey, you're caller number 2. BLS, you're caller number 3. You're caller number 4. And you're caller number 5. Hey, BLS, you're caller number 6. WBLS, you're caller number 7. You're caller number 8. BLS, you're caller number 9. And guess what?
What?
You're caller number 10.
No. No.
Yes, you are, my friend.
Get out of here.
You just picked up $1,000. That's your part of our $107,000 cash guarantee. Doesn't it feel good to win?
Yes.
Say. What's your name?
Jolanda.
Where are you calling from?
From Manhattan.
Oh, terrific. Well, we're sliding into November. That means the holiday season will be officially upon us. Are you saving it or are you splurging for you?
Girl, I'm spending.
Well, you enjoy yourself, Yolanda. And I appreciate you all listening. You and your family and your coworkers and whatnot. Where do you listen to BLS?
I listen to BLS at home and at work.
Oh, good. Terrific. Well, everybody else, if you want to be a winner like... You said Jolanda? Jolanda. Make sure that you're listening tomorrow morning again for the winning, beginning at 7:15 with the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Jolanda.
Yes.
We love you for listening. Let everybody know the only radio station in New York with the $107,000 cash guarantee.
107.5 WBLS.
Yeah. Hold on, Jolanda. We'll take your information. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. I need some BLS information to go.
I gave it to you.
No, you didn't.
Yep, I did.
Well, I have nothing.
Okay, doing LA.
Oh, LA weight loss. 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM. You know, I'm eating some popcorn right now. And popcorn is not really a food that I particularly enjoy unless it's somebody else's popcorn. It's not something that I pick up to eat. But this is what I discovered on LA weight loss. You buy the packets of powdery salad dressing mixes, like the ranch and stuff, or powdery taco meat mixes. Throw it in your bag, shake it up. Man, listen, that's some good eating. You open up some powder barbecue sauce when you come in from the party at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Throw it in a bag. I swear, it tastes like ribs.
Shut up.
Tastes like ribs. For only 150 calories, you eat this whole thing. Your stomach is popcorn blown up. And you go to sleep. There's just one little tip that I learned from LA weight loss. In addition to, I'm so tired of plain water, I got to roll with my Crystal Light. That is it. Thank you so much, LA weight loss, for helping me lose 17 extremely crucial pounds. I will never go back to the way it was. LA Weight Loss is celebrating some grand openings. Do you guys want to hear about them? Okay, I'm going to give you the telephone number again and remind you that LA Weight Loss is very affordable. Okay, 1-800-448-TRIM. Now, in New York, there are 2 new LA Weight Loss locations. One is out in Bayshore, Long Island on 605 Main Street. They just opened today. And then one just opened today in Lower Manhattan at 126 Maiden Street, as in your maiden name is 125 Maiden Street. And that location just opened today. Now, over in Wayne, New Jersey, on the 28th of this month, this coming Friday, a new LA Weight Loss is opening on 1160 Hamburg Turnpike. There's also one opening in Mount Kisco, New York, at North Bedford Road on the 28th, which is Friday. And then Friday, one opens on 1445 Richmond Avenue in Staten Island. And then on Friday, another one opens up in Mohegan Lake, New York, on East Main Street, 1902 East Main Street. So you see, there are already over 600 locations throughout the country. Now, here are 6 new locations for just the tri-state area alone. Isn't that fabulous? LA Weight Loss, they're the best. 1-800-448-TRIM. It's 1-800-448-TRIM. I love you, LA Weight Loss. Thank you so much. All right, you know what? We're going to continue with this break. Goosey Goose, we got some good music to play for the people, and I'm going to organize my paperwork to rev up for this last break of the show, and then, of course, our hour together for the bonus hour, because it's the Wendy Williams Experience until 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, it's the award-winning Quiet Storm, starring Vaughn Harper on 107.5 WBLS. And we're about to ride out. Thank you so much for riding with us today. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, and we're here every day, same time, same place. And we have a website. You can go to that. It's called thewendywilliamsexperience.com. And, of course, the people poll question for today, we'll answer you tomorrow. Did your parents talk to you about sex? I like to know a little bit more about you guys, you know. So I want to thank Life for coming in today. We got to know Life a little better. And he's got a CD in stores now. It's called Life 268-192. That was his number when he was in prison for 10 years for a plethora of things, including arson. And, you know, I mean, he just got mixed up in a bunch of stuff. They gave him one big sentence to cover everything. The good news is that he's made something of his life. And he just seemed like an all-around nice guy, you know, and attractive. He's got one child, a 6-month-old, and he doesn't have a girlfriend. So I would consider him available, ladies. If you're if that changes your lust factor any more or any less as you listen to his music. And he seems to have some sort of good relationship with his baby's mother. His baby's mother is his manager, but he has an understanding with her that when he can do what he wants to do, and he encourages her to do what she wants to do, as long as she's, I guess, looking out, and they're both looking out for the welfare of their 6-month-old. So there you have it. Thank you so much, Life, for coming in. So, Meshach Taylor, I used to love his character on Designing Women. You know, a witty gay man. He did play a gay man on Designing Women, didn't he? Or was he more ambiguous?
He's ambiguous.
Yeah. And for some reason, because you know how you watch enough TV, I used to love that show so much, it would fall over to my, real life, where I'd be thinking, well, he's gay in real life. And then he was married to Bianca Ferguson. Well, he's still married to her. They have a daughter who's 21, a daughter who's 17, and a son who's 15. And apparently, Meshach, who played Anthony on Designing Women, has been having some health problems. A few years ago, he says he had a tough time. He lost a lot of money in the real estate crash in the 80s. And it was ironic that, he says that he never put his earnings up his nose or blew his earnings on other crazy things like other actors. He said he almost lost everything, though, with these bad real estate deals, and he nearly had to file bankruptcy. Since then, he's gotten reorganized and got his priorities straight. And I'm sorry, did I say he had health problems? Okay, I was thinking ahead to somebody else. I apologize for that. His problem was money and the brink. And this is kind of like one of those Where Are They Now stories. One of my magazines did it. He's 58 years old right now. If you saw him in the street, you would say, that's Anthony. Still looks like Anthony from Designing Women. And he's still married. This has got to be one of the longest marriages in Hollywood. I mean, the series has been over for almost 20 years. It's in reruns everywhere, but he's been married to Bianca Ferguson, she played on, I think, General Hospital at one point. But they've been married since forever. Well, so good for you, Meshach Taylor. We like stories like that. Judge Maybelline Ephraim has lost a whole lot of weight. She says she shrunk from a size 22 to a size 10. See, we couldn't see all that under the robe because she was sitting down, but she was a size 22. Now she's a size 10. When you saw her on TV losing weight on that show, she only had her last 15 pounds to lose. She didn't go on that show with all the weight on her. But she gives an example of what she used to eat for breakfast, Maybelline Ephraim does. She's friend to the show. She's been here a few times. She's lost a total of 85 pounds. She says, for breakfast used to be pastries and coffees. Her snack in the mid-morning would be a donut. She'd have fried chicken and gravy and stuffing for lunch. Then she'd have barbecue ribs with lots of barbecue sauce and French fries for dinner. Now she starts her breakfast with yogurt and granola. Her mid-morning snack is an apple. She'll have tuna fish and fruit for lunch, grilled chicken and broccoli and carrots or some sort of other vegetable for dinner. She says she cut out fried foods and pasta and potatoes and creamy sauces and butter and salad dressing and fruit juice and sweets. Damn, she cut out everything. And she works out 3 to 5 days a week doing step exercises for 1 or 2 hours. And she eats lots of fish and eggs and lean beef. Are you guys still eating chicken after this mad bird thing? You know, I was assessing like the chicken that I've frozen in our freezer, which I'm not really a freezer type person. My mother does that to us. Like when they're visiting, they stock the freezer full of stuff. You know, my thought about that is when we decide on a Wednesday morning what we're going to have for Wednesday night for dinner, I make it my business to get to the grocery store and pick that up. Because I like the Mary's chicken, and the butcher, cuts it and he wraps it in the wax paper and like that. If we're gonna have rice, I might have a couple of boxes in the cabinet. Maybe I'll have to pick that up too, and vegetables too. But I've decided that when all the chicken is gone in our freezer, I'm gonna lay off chicken. I figure this chicken is good because my mom bought it, maybe back in July, so that was before the mad bird disease came up, and it's like back to beef. Well, it's moving closer and closer to the United States. And there was an epidemic in the United States back in like 1915 or something like that killed tens of thousands of people, the bird flu. So,
It's coming.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but with all the weather tragedies going on and all the unexplained things in the atmosphere going on, why would bird flu be any different? So I was just throwing it out there. Any last parting words for you all? Let's go to the phone, see what's going on. Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy, how you doing?
Good. We have about 2 minutes before we got to go. Anything going on with you?
Well, we had a little tragedy in our family. I lost my mother-in-law, so I just want to shout out to the Edwards family.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but I'm just listening, and I'm like, with the mad cow and the mad bird and the poisoned fish, then what the hell are we supposed to eat?
I think we're all supposed to go vegetarian.
Oh, my God. You know what vegans look like?
Like Russell Simmons.
I'm serious.
Skinny, scrawny, and frail.
Hello, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I'm listening, what the hell am I supposed to eat now? You can't eat the pork. You can't eat the pork. It's got worms. It's got trichomonas.
Yeah.
You got this, you got that. I'm like, just let me have a bowl of oatmeal all day long and I'll be all right.
Exactly. Well, thanks for calling. Have a wonderful day.
Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Shout out to everybody at LB Graphics.
Nikki, come on.
I know. Hello, Nikki.
Come on.
Yeah, David and Omar over there working hard for the money. LB Graphics in Manhattan. I got you. And hello, is Nikki there and all you all there? Shout out to Chic Luch, too. Why'd I hear some of your material over the weekend? Boy, it's not like you were ever bad, but boy, you have stepped your rap game up. Oh, yes, the Chic Luch. Shout out to all the LOX. All right, you all, gotta go. I love you for listening, and God willing, we'll all be together again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Peace, party people. See you later.
I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
The defense team of Saddam Hussein has been kidnapped. Have you guys heard this?
Nice.
It is going down. Plus, I've got a plethora of advice faxes left over from Advice Hour I want to address. And we'll also be talking about Julia Roberts. Apparently, there's a little marriage crisis going on. And, we can review the Cameron story. If you'd like, it's all over TV. Where do you want to go with this? Because Advice Hour is coming up next, and we'll be out of here at 7:00 in time for Vaughn Harper and the Quiet Storm. But the bonus hour. Sorry, the bonus hour is next of the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WPLS.
New York. She's a mother.
Hey, Mommy, happy to go.
Here. Oh, don't drop it on the floor. Germs.
She's crafty.
I know how to paint. I can sew. I do a little cooking.
She's a singer.
Struggle. In and out. Ups and downs.
Put that
like,
where?
Whoa,
Back
whoa.
there.
She drops it like it's hot.
Brown juice in one hand and get right in the other.
She has Tourette's moments.
Although I do have to be honest with you, the last time that I went, Dame Dash! What did that have to do with anything?
She spazzes out.
No, you didn't tear up your 40-something-year-old body! No!
She's gangster.
Anybody who tries to get in the way is going to get rolled over.
She's the queen of all media. Wendy Williams. Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I start off low.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
I gotta tell you, I picked up this OK magazine, and I just, it's just a cluttered mess. And I love celebrity news, but I just can't. I can't read that. There's just too much. Shaylin, do you want to read OK? Here, you can take it home. It's been sitting, waiting for me to read since last week. I just can't. There's just too much going on. If you see anything good, if you tear it out and save it for me or something, I just can't take it. So, I know that this was on the news last week, but I can't believe how many different things jump off per day in, man, and we complain about the weather. We complain about the simplest stuff. Me, you. So, apparently it was last Thursday. It might have been Thursday before last. I've had this same story, and I just run out of time to talk about it. But I did want to mention it. I don't do politics and all that other kind of stuff. But, I know you heard about this on the news. The gunman stormed the office of an attorney representing Saddam Hussein, and they kidnapped him, not last Thursday, Thursday before. He was working in his office when he was abducted. They later shot him in the head, right, Goose?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the day before, there were a string of attacks going on over in Iraq. 20 people were killed on Wednesday in a string of shootings and bombings and mortar attacks. In a separate incident the same day, Wednesday, there was a drive-by shooting and 2 cops were wounded, and 2 other people in the car were killed. Then, the same Wednesday, the Wednesday before this kidnapping went down, gunmen opened fire on a car sitting in front of the Baghdad International Airport and killed 3 airport employees that just checked out for the day. They were ready to go home to their families. And about the same time that was going down, the same day, Wednesday, gunmen opened fire and killed 3 elderly men just standing. And we complain because there's not a Starbucks on Route 46 or Route 3 on my drive to work. All right, that's me in my head. What the hell? Did you hear about this? 2 associates of 50 Cent were arrested in New York last week. Well, the cops apparently discovered that they had loaded guns. And one's 19 and one's 22. And it was a routine traffic stop. Police pulled them over and because they had watched the car that these guys were in make several slow loops around the block where 50 was doing a documentary. And so they were charged with weapons violations. And the police are looking for more of 50's associates who may have been involved, they say, in a shooting in an area restaurant October 15th. I didn't hear about that one. I heard 50 went to visit his grandparents over the weekend. And there were cops everywhere. Like, they blocked off, like, blocks away from the grandparents' house.
That's where he got shot at.
But my question is, why are your grandparents still living in the hood? I mean, if you have to make such a big pomp and circumstance, and if you're such a, big yada-yada muckety-muck, then why wouldn't you? And I know he has the money, and I'm sure it's because, he's going to say, because my grandparents are stubborn, this is where they're from, and so on and so forth. But at some point, don't you kind of become like the boss of your people? Mm-hmm. My parents just willingly submit, I mean, there's not too much that they do now. About twice a year I have to deal with they want to drive up from Miami. And I'm like, you're not driving all that way. What the heck? My Aunt Marjorie passed away earlier this month. So my parents called me. It was like 2 days before they were going to, or maybe 3 days before the funeral. And so they said, we're driving up from Miami. I said, no, you're not. You know, my sister, my brother, and I, we've talked about this a million times. They aren't old people, but, I don't want them, they're old people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Numerically, it's an old thing. Spirit-wise, it's not an old thing. But the numbers don't lie. You're not driving from Miami. And then every summer, it's, we're going to drive up, load up the Navigator and drive up from Miami to Martha's Vineyard. They make they stop, they're retired, they sleep over at hotels and stuff. I don't care. Art, are you yet the boss of your mother?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'll never be the boss of my mother. Or the father, no.
Little Eazy-E, that's Eazy-E's oldest son. He's coming out with a CD. And it's called The Prince of Compton. And it'll be out on January 24th.
The what of Compton?
The Prince of Compton. And it'll be out. It's good. Listen, it's going to feature appearances by Ice Cube.
Oh, okay. It might give some credibility to.
Does that hurt your nose when you laugh like that?
Because it's all in the throat.
It is? No, it's right here in my nose. Having me judge up. Yeah, I'm judging up too much. I need a spittoon. But the choke. Lark Voorhees' husband and celebrity girlfriends are giving her lots of support after she has just gotten out of rehab. She's overcome her cocaine addiction, and it's all good. She explains that, we've talked about this before. She says, I couldn't get any auditions. I just spiraled out of control. What was the scary part is that I was hiding it from my husband, actor Miguel Coleman. For 8 months, I was hiding it from him. Miguel would ask me what was wrong, and I'd just say I was stressed, but he didn't know I was snorting my brains out. One time, we went to a party thrown by Dondre Whitfield, and I was in the bathroom doing coke. After I had been in there a while, Miguel was pounding on the door, wondering if I'm okay. I told him I was sick, and then to make it look convincing, I stuck my hand down my throat to make myself throw up. I didn't throw up, but my eyes were all watery, so it looked believable. I opened the door, and Miguel totally bought my act. I felt awful. When I checked into Hazleton Rehab, I confessed to Miguel about my little bathroom act. So she says that, friendship is really important, girlfriends in staying, sober. She says, here's her quote, Lark Voorhees. She played Lisa Turtle from Saved by the Bell. She says, for those of you who think in color, she's the black girl from Saved by the Bell. Okay. Tashina Arnold, Sally Richardson, Essence Atkins, Monica Calhoun, Maya Campbell, Kim Wayans, Mari Morrow, Elise Neal, Melinda Williams have all called me up, sent flowers and cards, and showed their support. I am so lucky to have them in my life. I'm not in a hurry to get back to LA, but at least I know my friends will be there when Miguel and I are ready to return. In the meantime, Lark has been out of rehab for about a month. And the Hazleton facilities in Minneapolis, but she opted to return to Tennessee, where she's originally from, so she could be, surrounded by her family and whatnot. G opens in theaters on Friday. I got to get that.
Yes.
Have you seen the commercials for this movie, G? Oh my gosh, it looks the bomb. What? Yes, it's one of those gangster flicks. I can't recall who's in it. All I know is that the commercial looked crazy. Oh, Blair Underwood's in it. He plays like one of the main characters. I'm really looking forward to hearing that. I was seeing that. Well, gee. Dear Wendy, do you think it's possible to be married to someone who has children with another woman and the other woman doesn't want her children around you? FYI, I have never done anything to harm her children, and I have never disrespected her or her children in any way. I believe she does not want the children around because her children's father and I are together, and we're getting married. Also, I believe she's still in love with my fiance. I don't know that it's so much about her being in love, but it could be one of those, if I can't have him, you can't either, or if I can't be happy, you can't either, and she attaches happiness to, having a solid partner, and she had children with him. You're winning at something that she wanted to go with. About her wanting you not to be around, well, she can want whatever she wants, but you're going to be the kid's stepmother, and I'm sure that your fiance, soon to be your husband, will regulate things, and you will help him respectfully do so. Your actual question to me is, do you think it is possible to marry someone who has children with another woman who doesn't want her children around you? The answer to your question then is yes. Yes. I'm sorry, you all. You know what? I have a couple of advice. They're kind of spicy. I just don't want to push them off on the side burner. Dear Wendy, I truly need your advice. I'm a guy. And, incidentally, advice hour happens on this show between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m., but I take it whenever. It's just that between 3 and 4 is when we actually, devote, The bonus hour I consider, a bunch of everything, which I love. The whole show is a bunch of everything, it's just a gumbo.
Wendy's door is always open.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. The couch is always ready, and there's always a box of Kleenex for you. Dear Mrs. Hunter, Wellington, we still don't know. I truly need your advice. I'm a guy, and at times, I like to be with other guys. Oh. So what he's saying is he's on the down low. Isn't that what he's saying?
He's on the down low.
Yes, okay. So this weekend, I hooked up with a great guy that I found online. In person, he was handsome, masculine, tall, and submissive. Perfect for me. The sex was off the hook. Ouch. Now the problem. So during the in and out on Sunday night, my condom broke inside of him. Now, I know that I'm HIV negative and STD free, but I'm not sure about him. He says he's HIV negative and STD free as well. I know I can't take his word for it, and I can't trust that. Can you please tell me what to do? What can I do now that this has already happened? Signed, Chris. Pray? Does HIV creep into your system that fast where you could take a test today and find out? No. It can lie dormant for a moment. Just stay up on your tests. Do I tell him that's what you get for meeting people online? No, because this can happen anyway, anywhere. And people lie about their status all the time. Just pray. And next time, Mr. Ramrod, be easy. You know how it is when it gets good to you. I wish you well, Chris. Wendy, I need your advice. I work in a small office. And you know what, you all? This is where I need you all. I'm looking down and I'm seeing a situation. I'm going to ask you guys, too. Just a moment. I work in a small office, and I have to share the space with 3 other ladies. They all speak Spanish, and I don't. All day long, they're speaking amongst each other and sharing their language while I'm sitting there. And I've tried to figure out what the hell to tell them. It's rude and it's disrespectful without starting a fist fight. Oh, damn. They're young, and 2 out of the 3 of them are ghetto. Our supervisor is also Spanish, and she finds nothing wrong with it. How can I approach the situation without losing my professionalism? P.S. I just don't want any furniture moving. Deal with it. I mean, you're outnumbered. Deal with it. There's absolutely nothing you can say. Because chances are they're not talking about you. But if you make a big stink, they will be. And then you're going to have to deal with the language barrier and the eyes rolling and cutting. And since you mentioned a couple of them are ghetto, you might have to deal with some furniture moving, as in flying through the air. Deal with it, Katrina, or look for a new job. Let's go to the phone. Hi, who's on the phone?
Raven.
Hey, Raven.
What's up, baby? Listen, that thing you just said about the girls speaking Spanish.
Yes.
In the booth or whatever. Mm-hmm. First of all, there are rules against that at work. If you're doing it in the break room, that's fine. But if you're out at work in the workplace, it's not supposed to be any Spanish or anything going on.
Well, here's the thing, though, Raven. And you're Spanish, too, right? You're Puerto Rican? I thought you were Puerto Rican.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Well, their supervisor is also Spanish, and so the supervisor finds nothing wrong. In other words, she's outnumbered and outdone.
Oh. No, I'm half black, half white, so I don't know what to tell you in that case.
Oh, okay, you got that Puerto Rican look. I remember you sent the picture one time.
Oh, you got my picture?
Like a little Chi-Chi.
How
you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
All
right.
cute.
Listen, one more thing really quick, please.
Okay.
The last website that I gave you, squash it.
Oh,
okay? That has nothing compared to everythingnumber2.com.
Everythingnumber2.com, Art.
Number2.com. Tell Artie to go in there right now, really quick.
Okay.
I'm going to read you an excerpt. It says, this is the mouth and tongue technique.
No, okay, you're not reading that on this radio.
Okay. Tell Miss Artie to go there, and he'll fill you in.
Okay.
Tell me again.
Everythingnumber2.com. How you doing? All right.
Love you, baby.
Love you too. Bye, Raven. Yeah, go everythingnumber2.com. Everybody, this is relating back to Advice Hour. A man was saying that he's married to his wife. He loves her. They've been married for almost 2 years, but the wife is terrible at, the professional, and wanted to know. He had a very serious sound to his voice. He said, Wendy, I'm serious. How do I teach her? And I said, well, do you watch movies together? And so, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and there's another website that Raven gave us too, bettersexinstitute.com. What did you find on that website, Art?
It says page cannot be displayed. Everythingnumber2.com.
Well, go to bettersexinstitute.com. Hi, who's on the phone?
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
Charlotte. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi. You were talking about G earlier. I saw it. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
No.
It isn't. Sorry. It's corny. Oh, yeah, I already know what's going to happen.
Okay, did you see, did you get a hold of 50s movie then?
No, I didn't get it. I'll get that and I'll let you know about it.
Yeah,
G's not even all that. Don't even waste your time.
Damn. What'd you get, that $5 off the block?
Sure did.
Yeah. I was going to do the same thing.
I got it. I'll get 50 and I'll let you know. Okay?
All right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
A wealthy businessman beat and choked his wife to death and left her body inside the car at the PNC Art Center in Homedale, New Jersey. Well, George Kalia is 43, and he was arrested yesterday and charged with murdering his wife, who's also 43, Susan. They'd been married for 13 years. And he's the one who called 911 on Friday morning and reported that his wife and her vehicle were missing at about 6:15 a.m. Ooh, she was out all night. Shortly before noon on Saturday, her vehicle was located in a remote parking lot area at the PNC Art Center. Back in my day when we were taking class trips in Ocean Township, it was called Homedale. What do we call it? Homedale Park. Anyway, the PNC Art Center, which is near where the couple lived. Her body was found in the vehicle. So 6:15 on Saturday morning, he reported that it's missing. Saturday before noon, she's found she's dead. An autopsy was conducted on Sunday to determine how she died, and it turns out she died from a combination of multiple blunt force trauma blows to the head, strangulation as well. Well, husband George, he works as a director of sales and marketing at a financial services firm, and he's being held on $3 million bail in the Monmouth County jail, and he faces up to 30 years in prison if he's convicted. They called him wealthy up at the top of the page. He just had it with her. They're both 43. They've been married for 13 years. They probably dated for 5 years before that. They got a few kids. He's, still young enough to do the damn thing, get married all over again, start another life. He didn't want to split half with her. Well, very unfortunate. Wendy, I'm a 29-year-old female with a 41-year-old man. The problem is there's no sex between us at all. We have sex approximately 6 to 8 weeks, and every 6 to 8 weeks, and it's only lasting about 5 minutes. When he's finished, he tells me, that'll hold you for about 2 months. Wendy, what am I supposed to do? It's been this way for a year and a half, and I don't feel as though he's cheating on me at all. Wendy, I've even started wearing lingerie, and he just smirks at me and then pushes me aside and tells me he'll deal with me later. Ooh, that just sounds so, I'll deal with you later. Ooh. So I'm thinking that means he's going to ravage me. But no, it's not that way at all. What's a girl supposed to do? I feel like I should cheat on him. Help me, please. Signed, Sexless. Sexless, why are you putting up with it? Why are you settling? Why are you talking to me about it? Cheat on him. Why don't you just leave him? Break up. Unless you left out that you got, several kids together. In which case, still. Every 6 to 8 weeks only lasts for 5 minutes. If that's not working for you, then it's time for you to leave. People hold sex in such high regard. It's a shame to have to leave a relationship because of that. She didn't say anything about him being a bad man, cheating on her, beating her, or anything. But sex is sex. 6 to 8 weeks. It's reasonable to ask for sex. In my opinion, at least once a week. Oh my gosh. For God's sakes. Why get into the complication of cheating when you can just leave him? Leave him. You say, what's a girl to do? Bail. Wendy, I listen to you faithfully every day. I was listening particularly on Friday during the tribute to the late, great Frankie Crocker. It was phenomenal. When you played Frankie's intro, it was wonderful. It took me by surprise. It was wonderful having his former intern pay tribute to Frankie as well. Wendy, you're truly great. And that is from Friend in Your Head, Yvonne Graham in Brooklyn. P.S. Jimmy J.J. Walker is whack. He needs a life badly. Okay. First of all, let me just tell you that I had 2 CDs full of Frankie Crocker and cried all the way back to Jersey. It was actually the CD that I had was a tribute that Bob Slade, I don't mind saying his name, that was a colleague of mine for many years. Bob Slade did a tribute to Frankie Crocker, and I happened to have gotten my hands on that tribute CD, and I listened on my way home, and I was just like, hey, Art.
Yes.
If I'm still around, can you please put something nice together for me?
Oh, come on, man. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, we doing it at the hip. I got you.
I mean, I was just like, I was all like,
yeah. I'm your champagne.
I was, how you doing? But I was like, wow, this is really nice. You know what I'm saying? And Bob was doing the tribute, and Gary Bird spoke on the tribute, and just all kinds of people were speaking on it. And I was just like, this is really nice, And I didn't really know the man like that, but just the idea that, this is his chair. He occupied it at this time. Remember the 6 o'clock bubble bath? At 6 o'clock, we get into this shenanigans, the bonus hour. Remember that part from my tribute, okay?
Yes.
The bonus hour.
Yes, I got you.
But Frankie used to run the bubble bath, and the bubbles would be all going, and he'd play a slow jam, and it was all really corny to me when I'd listen, but something really cool about, that it is the pomposity of it all. You know what I mean? But I loved it. Tall, lean, living, whatever he said. And suck it to me, baby. And on the tribute, he talked about how Ronan Martin's Laugh-In took the Suck It To Me and made it their own. But I thought Suck It To Me, Frankie came after Laugh-In, right? Oh, I'm confused. Yeah. And Jimmy J.J. Walker, is he still in New York? Can we talk?
He was only here for Friday and Saturday. He's gone now.
The weirdest, most tragic man I have met in a long, long time. I must tell you. And by the way, how you doing?
Ooh.
How you doing? Now, there's 5 people in the room. Only 3 of us were here. I'm one. I'm raising my hand. Yes. Goose, did you detect anything?
He wasn't here.
Oh.
He was sick.
Oh, damn. That's right. You were sick. All right, Art, it was just me and you here, Art.
Yeah, I can see him being that way because of, what he said. No.
Didn't you notice? Come on, he's sitting in this chair. Come on now.
Yeah, he is not on my.
Right, exactly. So then Artie turns around, feeling sorry for the man.
Oh.
And goes over to the Laugh Factory.
Oh boy.
To see him perform. Now Artie goes, travel light, travel far. That's my dude, Art. So he goes by himself. And he spends like an hour before JJ taking the stage talking with him, picking his brain. Yeah. And what did you learn?
I just learned that it's a very, very sad life that he has. He's totally alone. He wrote it there by himself, and when he went on stage, he took all of his papers and his bags with him and set it on the stage. He had nobody with him, no entourage, no manager, nobody.
And then he went in there, and you said you had that whole, normally the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience, which happens every Wednesday night at the Laugh Factory. Yeah. But the area that I sit, for those of you who have ever been, that whole area was blank. Art occupied the whole area.
By myself, the whole left side of the stage.
And now, was the rest of the club crowded?
There was about, like 60, 70 people?
About 85.
About 85 people. Yeah, 85 people. Yeah. Okay. But they was in the front.
Okay.
Nobody on the sides.
Okay. Was there anybody way in the back? I mean, what is 85 people? How many people does the place hold?
The place holds about 300. That one room.
Oh. So... and Shaylin, you were on drinks that night. You were working?
I was hostessing that
Hostessing,
night. Yeah.
okay.
We have about 9 sections, and he filled up 3.
Oh.
With 85 people.
And was the crowd mixed, black, white, and everything?
It was mixed. It was mostly white, though. A lot of time tourists will just come in because they're walking down 42nd Street, so they'll straggle in.
Were they mesmerized that JJ Kid Dynamite was up there?
No. They weren't mesmerized. Towards the end, he did have some fans come up and they bought his picture.
Yeah, I said $10 a piece. He sells his pictures, and he's in the JJ hat, in the JJ, stance, and he's skinny.
A before and after picture on that same autographed picture.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he has the JJ and then the JJ now.
Yes, and his lips are still last year as always.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what you learned from that is that somehow you want to be at 50.
Oh no.
8.
Oh no, my gosh.
That you want to make a life for yourself.
I think he's a little above 50, but yeah.
Do you want to finally meet a nice girl from the internet dating that you do?
Oh, heck yeah, definitely.
And you want to settle down? No, I mean, not settle down, but just, have some place to go on Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, well, no, it's nice to go home to somebody, too.
Oh, okay. I wasn't giving you that much credit. Okay, you do understand that.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah. And I want to be on the road being just a comedian. I mean, in addition to something else, but not just doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't make that much money that night.
Were there any groupies there to,
I was the only groupie.
Wow. And you zhuzhed it up to make them feel good, didn't you?
Yeah. Like, JJ, how you doing?
Oh, gosh. That was fun talking to him, though. It's always fun talking to the legends. It really is.
He is no Steve Harvey as opposed to fabulosity at all. He should be.
Oh, well, no, Steve is fabulous.
Steve is fabulous.
Steve is, absolutely, just to be in his effervescence, he got people holding everything.
That's where you want to be.
Yeah. He got people holding everything. Steve just, he doesn't even walk, he floats. He floats. Don't forget to wake up tomorrow morning with Steve Harvey. He's funny, and he floats. Watch him be funny and float at the same time.
Yes. And he has his top 10 going on.
He does have his top 10. What time does he do that?
Around 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, that's a benchmark in the show. We should probably know that.
Yeah.
Find out what time that is. I would like to cross-promote it. Don't miss Steve Harvey tomorrow morning. Not only is he giving away money at 7:15, but at blah, 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 he's got his Steve Harvey top 10.
And tomorrow's Tuesday, and Tommy got his segment going on.
All right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dear Wendy, I applied for a home equity loan on my property about 2 months ago. The mortgage banker expedited the loan, and I've become really friendly on the phone with the mortgage banker. As a result, we've been on 2 dates. We've had endless phone calls. He tells me he's really feeling me and wants to be exclusive. Hold on, you all. This gets thick.
Uh-oh.
Wendy, I'm at the point in my life where I wouldn't mind having a significant other. The problem is that the loan has not been closed yet, and since the date, he has asked me if I could give him $1,000 from my payout of the loan when the deal is closed. Check the move.
Uh-oh.
His logic is, since I'm not borrowing a substantial amount from the equity, he is not really making any money on my deal. Obviously, since he likes me, he wanted to do the deal anyway. He tried explaining to me that people do this sort of thing all the time. I was totally turned off by it and told him I owe him nothing. I have not been intimate with him, nor do I want to be now. And if he was going to ask me for money from the deal, he should have done it in the very beginning so we both know where we stand. He shouldn't have waited until the deal is about closed after, you know what? She ends it with, there's only a couple of other lines. What do you think? He has the nerve. Yeah. First of all, relationship over. Second of all, the little bit of money that he was about to make, I would take it right out of his hands. I would go right to his boss, and if his boss doesn't hear it, I'd go right to the next boss, because now this is a man who's asked you for money and you've blown up his spot. He has privy to your social security number and all that other kind of stuff to ruin your credit or try to trick you out. So mark down the date, mark down the institution, let everybody involved understand he is a jerk. You're not giving him any money, not $1,000, not even commission from the loan. You don't want him handling it. And if down the road you find something screwy going on with your credit, you're bringing it right back to that institution. Of course, his bosses, it'll be your word against his that he asked you for a relationship, sex, and the money. But when they see perhaps your anger and the fact that you were this close to closing it anyway, you'll wait until after the first of the year if need be. I'm not doing business with him. I don't care. I'm not. And you don't want me to report this to the Better Business Bureau or someplace. You don't want it. And you know what? And don't tell him you're doing any of it. Let him find out from his bosses what the hell is going on. Damn. I wish you could have sweet talked him on the telephone just to trap him. Tape it and trap him. The tape is not admissible in court, but the damn sure is admissible in his bosses and their boss's office. Men. Where do they get off? Hey, I got a joke for you. Art told me earlier. It's still ringing in my head. I'm going to be tasteful. It's a very funny joke. Listen. I'm going to be very, very tasteful. There you go. What do you call all that extra skin around, a woman's area? No, area. Oh, damn, I said the word, so now it's not going to be funny.
No, you did.
Yes, I did. Wait, hold on. Let me do the joke again. What do you call all the extra skin around the cat trap? Yeah. A woman.
Oh.
It was funny, right? Did I say it right?
Yeah, that's all right.
Let's go to the phone. Did you laugh at the joke? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, gosh, you won't make me so mad. Hello? Did you laugh at the joke?
Yeah, Wendy, I laughed at it. How are you?
No, you didn't. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Wendy?
I'm doing okay. What's going on with you?
I need some advice, Wendy.
Okay, I'll see if I can help. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I've been with my boyfriend for about 2 years now. Okay, we discussed about moving in together maybe 5 months ago, so it's nothing new. All right, we decided we were going to move in about 5 months ago. Recently, he just lost his job, and now he's telling me, no, he don't think we should move in together, because I understand he's a man and he feels like he has to take care of his responsibilities, but I'm telling him, like, I got your back. But he's still telling me, no, he's not going to move in. He don't think that we should move in together. What do you think I should do, Wendy?
Well, how steady was his employment history?
Excuse me?
How steady was his employment history? How long had he worked that job?
Maybe a year.
And before that?
Before that, he was out of work for a year.
I think he's probably saving you from yourself.
You think so?
I know you all love each other and whatnot, but let him ride this one out. Men do have that pride thing, and he doesn't really have such a steady, reliable employment history. And I know you want to share your space with him and everything, but that'll quickly grow old when he's not pulling his weight.
So you don't think I should pressure him about moving in?
Mm-mm. Because then you won't have a leg to stand on when he can't keep a steady job. You won't have a leg to stand on because he'll say to you, you knew my situation before we even got into it.
But Wendy, what if financially I'm able, to support both of us?
A man still, well, not all men, but a lot of men still like to be men. He wants to do whatever it is that he can do for you. And right now he lost his job. He can do absolutely nothing. So you wake up every morning and leave for work, and you leave him looking through the want ads, or maybe still sleeping, or maybe beating the pavement, only for you to come home from work and you've done this or that at work, and he still doesn't have a job. You'll grow to resent it.
I'm going to resent it, but I love him. I love him, and I expect him to be there for me like I want to be there for him,
Then support him from his own apartment and you from yours.
Okay.
All
right, Wendy, thanks.
You're very welcome.
Love you, lady.
I love you, too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Are you guys ready for this one? I read this during Advice Hour, and people didn't really respond. But listen to this. Wendy, I'm looking for an objective opinion. I'm 25 years old, and I'm currently dating a 35-year-old man. Now, we're approaching our 3-year anniversary, and we've talked about marriage. I truly love and adore him, and he feels the same way about me. We're both financially stable for the most part, and we both have suitable careers. I have my own place, and he has his own place. With him, I feel safe and secure. I believe that we bring out the best in each other. However, he's mentioned on a few occasions lately that he may be unable to have children. Now, Wendy, I've always wanted to adopt a child, but I also want my own. He's planning on being tested in the near future. I am so confused. I really love him, but I'm not sure how I would feel if he couldn't have a child. We're both abstinent, and we're waiting until we get married, although I'm not a virgin, just trying to do things the right way. And I'm just wondering what advice, if any, you can offer. That's from Elizabeth. What I told her is, pray on it, and don't make any rash, don't work yourself into a lather until you find out what the test results are. And even with those test results, I would get a second opinion, because you don't want to be overzealous and hear, yes, he can have children, only to find out, no, he can't. So I would get 2 separate opinions, maybe 3. A no, yes, a no, a yes, yes, something like that. I would get 3 separate opinions, because this is big. For a lot of people, this is a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? She's 25 years old. She already knew in her life that she wanted to adopt, but she wants to have one biological as well. To me, things like that are what the breeding ground for resentment. That's the breeding ground. One day, you're going to have a fight with him 8 years into your marriage, you blank shooting mother father. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, please. You know how the fights get greasy when you're in a relationship. It's all hearts and flowers when you start dating. And then it's all hearts and flowers when you start talking about marriage. But when it's on, what? It is on. I remember when I was miscarrying, and I said this in my book. Kevin wouldn't have wanted it that way, but I would have released him. I cut that ball and that's it. I love you dearly, but I can't produce a child. And, because I got that futuristic vision, and it's all lovely, and you're comforting me now as I'm miscarrying, and it was wonderful to hear him say, we'll do well in our careers, and we'll spend money on each other, we'll lavish money, we can adopt a child, and all like that. But what? The second you jump up and want to go, cheat intentionally with no condom to get pregnant, and then I don't have a leg to stand on. Why? You barren bitch. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can hear the fights. People get cruel, man. People get cruel. And I'm no different, and I don't expect him to be any different, which is probably why we're married to each other. And you're no different who you're listening. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get right under your nail, and then as soon as I do, you barren bitch. How dare you ask me why I did it? You can't do it. Ooh. You and that half Suki baby that we adopted. That ain't my baby. I don't know what the hell that is. Men and women. But you know what I'm saying? Cruel. When the dust is settled, all the hearts and flowers and lovey-dove mess, and you get down to the business of being married. So I was ready to release go. Because I didn't even want it to part of it. See, this to me is a deal breaker. You can't have kids. I'm looking at it from her perspective. And it was a deal breaker for me, too. I was only going to be on the losing end, because I would have had to, but I knew that I would have been doing the right thing. I knew I would have been doing the right thing. I knew it. Before we break, Goose, can I just go to the telephone and find out what some people say? It's not my fault you let me talk until 38. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I love your voice.
Thank you. Thank you, dear. Hold on 1 second. Let me turn my radio down.
Yes, I hear.
Hi, Wendy.
Yes.
This is I don't know. This is a situation that I found myself in a few years ago, and I do need some advice on this one. I wound up being primary caregiver for my father, who was suffering from cancer. And my younger brother and he were estranged, so I kind of brought them back together, and to take care of him during his final moments. And what I did was I left him in charge of his care, the house, the whole nine. Long and short of it is, after my father died, I had to move away. I went south for respite. And what happened was my brother wound up losing the house.
Oh, no. He didn't make the payments on time.
Did not make the payments, did not call me, and he had instructions. I told him, I said, listen, call me, man.
How old is your brother?
Oh, you don't want. He's like 40.
And part of the strain between father and brother is that the brother was irresponsible and the father leaned on him hard, right?
Well, that's just it. I don't know, because he was only involved 6 months in his care. I was caring for him for about 4, almost 5 years.
So what did your brother do with the money?
I don't know.
So what's the question?
No one knows. Well, I just need to know if there is anything that I can do to try, because I think what happened was he became a victim of the, what do you call those people, the ones that mortgage, but you know that mortgage, aggressive.
Yeah, mortgage foreclosure?
Right, well, that's what happened. But I think he was victimized by those people that that aggressively seek people who aren't in an ideal situation.
Got you. Got what you're saying. Hire a real estate attorney.
All right. Now, is there a time limit?
How long ago did this happen?
Oh, this is about 4 years now we're talking about.
I don't know. Is somebody in real estate who can call 866-GET-WENDY? We'll answer behind the scenes so that when we come back from the commercial, I can let him know yay or nay. But you know what? Why can't you call? Look, where do you live?
I live now in Manhattan, but this took place in Brooklyn.
Why don't you call a New York State licensed attorney and just ask a basic question over the phone? That you can get a yes or no.
Yeah, okay. Like a phone consult.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I wish you well.
Thanks so much, Wendy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You guys, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with the last 2 seconds of the bonus hour after these messages on 107.5 WBLS.
What it do, what the business is, man. It's your boy, Young Jeezy. You're listening to the bonus hour on 107.5 WBLS.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Megan Mullally's show has been cleared. She's doing daytime TV. I can't figure out why it is that Vanessa Williams never got her daytime talk show. She's got so much to say. I don't even know Megan Mullally. I just know her as Karen from Will and Grace, and that's how I like to know her. You know, like she's pigeonholed that. She does it so well. I don't want to see her talk. What is she going to talk about? Do we even know her? Why is she getting a talk show? Well, she's gotten the clearance. 4 top markets have already given the thumbs up: New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and San Francisco. After those 4, everybody else just falls in line. So she's golden. There she goes. She's got the Will and Grace, which, that show I think wraps up in 2006. And then they, they're into syndication there. But she's going to start daytime TV talking, the Megan Mullally show, fall 2006. It's a 1-hour variety show hosted by her. And there you have it. I mean, good for her. But what is she talking about? Where did that deal even come from? Just asking. DJ in Mount Vernon says, Wendy, what the hell ever happened to Kevin Hill? They quietly faded it away.
No, it was good, too.
Yeah, they quietly faded it away. And D from across the street says, D, it's so ghetto that you always write D from across the street, but it's funny. D says, Meshack Taylor from Designing Women didn't play a gay character. As a matter of fact, Cheryl Lee Ralph played his girlfriend at one time, as well as the black girl from Miami Vice. You're right. The girl from Miami Vice played the ditzy girlfriend. You're right. Yeah. So I was reading my Radar magazine. Wait. Oh, doggone it.
You ain't got to go home, but
you'll make money someplace. It just won't be here. Is that what Dame says on the show?
What he said.
It just won't be here. Anyway, you all right. Well, I love you for listening. I was about to get into another story about Star Jones. Alas, saved by the ignition. And Bo and Harper's coming up next with The Quiet Storm on 107.5 WBLS. I love you for being here. Today's R&B and classic soul and home of the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
The Wendy Williams Broadcast Day.